Michael Jackson once got approved to race horses.
Oh my God.
It was the only way he could legally ride a 4-year-old.
I knew it was going to be bad. I'm sick and tired of people saying that gay people are going to be thrown off of skyscrapers in Palestine. Those buildings were flattened months ago. I hit it.
Good evening, scumbags.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Doghouse, the podcast that's unnecessarily rude to the goth bartender so she'd spit in your drink.
Ring the fucking bell.
Goth mummies, yes! Housekeeping.
Buy the merch. It's on the website, itdh.uk.
Yes.
Good shit.
What's on there, Marlon? Tell the people.
We got some t-shirts.
Yes. The election's here. Buy the election t-shirt. Reg and Marlon. Marlon and Reg.
And make sure you tick us in the fucking ballot box, all right, cunts? Yeah, we got t-shirts. There are other new things there, which I might put up on Friday.
What have you got?
Just some stuff and some things.
You've been doing shit without my
There's
say-so.
obviously the flag's there at the minute.
I ask you before I buy a pen. You're just an animal on that fucking merch. Like, Reg, I've ordered all these things. You need not worry.
They look fucking cool. Yeah, so what are they called?
I don't know. You fucking ordered it. I don't even
Drink
know.
mats.
Oh, drink mats.
Drink mats.
Drink.
I think they call them a coaster.
I think they're called coasters.
That's
You
it.
fucking autistic cunt.
I couldn't think of what it was called. You know, drink mat. Drink sits on it. It's a mat for your drink, all right? I'm going to list them as drink mats.
Drink.
Like one of these, or an actual coaster?
Like a coaster.
a
It's a fucking drink mat, all right?
Drink mat.
Yeah, drink mats on the website.
Like sort of coasters like your nan had sort of thing.
No, they're made out of slate. One says she's a V8 shag,
Oh god.
and the other one says jobs fuck drive.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'd handle that one.
I like it. I like it.
Bombers, what are you going to do for the Volvo contingent? Because let's be fair, there's going to be a revolt. Chris Bradford.
Doing just fine with a 6
Well, the Volvos have cup holders, I think.
God, he's quick.
Yes, get on the website, buy some merch, treat yourself. It's all fun and games. Please buy something because Marlon seems to be spending money like it's water and not consulting me about any of it. But yeah, it'll be fine.
There you go, you little oppressive overlord that you are.
Yeah.
Little Tory fuck. Go on,
It's Herr Reginald.
Is he go?
Join the Patreon, you fuckface peasants. Just join it. I don't know what to tell you.
It's good. There's a Discord.
It's wonderful. Again, there's not been a lot of cock on there, which is a real treat. I've seen a lot of pussy. It's been good, man. Yeah, so join the Patreon. You hop on the Discord and join the chaos that's on there. There's all sorts going on. It's popping off all day long. All sorts of fucking waffle and non-stop. Fucking Jesus Christ! The seats just let go. Non-stop waffle and carnage. Fuck off, GILO. See the reactions on your man there. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, listeners. We are now 3 bar stools down now.
So please join the Patreon.
We'll be sat on the fucking floor in a minute.
I cannot stress to you how important it is to join the Patreon.
I need to finish these stalls and the wall, and we're just running out of funds.
Yeah, so join the Patreon. Join from as little a couple of quid a month, all the way up to like 6 quid, whatever. If you're top tier, you get 10% off the merch.
10.69.
10.69. And yeah, what else can you get, Marlon? What else do you get entered into?
So, when you join the Patreon, you get automatically entered into the Pit Viper giveaway. We give away 2 pairs of Pit Vipers every month.
If you don't join the Patreon, you sit in the cuck chair. That's all I'll say. All right, so join the Patreon, or you're just a cuck life is you.
All right, so what sort of chair are you sat in then?
A wanked one.
Yeah, I'm sat in a fuck chair, not a cuck chair. This is where I get it on, baby. That's why it's all over the place. No, I'm joking. I ain't get no pussy.
The giveaway this month is probably going to be...
Probably. Oh, yeah, we're at fucking Glasgow, aren't we?
We've got Glastonbury, and then
I'm away
we've got
the week.
thingy.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work, and we'll let you know in the Discord. So, yeah, don't worry. We'll give them away.
Yeah, we'll give them away. They'll be there.
Giving it away, baby. Before we get going, a massive shout out to the Rutland Drainage Group. Again, before the show, I messaged Sam and I was like, Sam, is there anything you want me to put in the ad read? And he said, just send it Tory, mate, straight off the cuff with a touch of Thatcherism. We are going to sell you the tanks and you are going to buy them. Big up the Rutland Drainage Group, ladies and gentlemen. These guys got it covered from everything from your small little septic tank at your house all the way up to enormous multi-million-pound sewage treatment plant installs. There's nothing that they can't do and won't do. If you've got a small problem and you might, like I said before, if your builder comes out and goes, wow, mate, sort of scratches his head, leans against his car and has a drag on that cigarette and goes, the whole, pulling his hair through the teeth and going, oh, problem is we're going to have to dig up the garden. I'm going to pull it out because he's probably not up to code. No, none of that nonsense. No, the boys have got all the gear. They know what they can and can't do. So if there's a small problem, they might just be able to dig up a little patch in the garden and work out that it's just this bit of pipe that needs replacing. Not a $4,000 job that your mate down the road reckons it might be.
They're not going to leave you in the shit.
Every time a poo joke with this guy. And all the way up to larger sewage treatment jobs. So it doesn't matter if you got a farm, a commercial building, and you're looking to do a big install. Hit up the guys at the Rutland Drainage. These guys have been doing it for years. They've got all of the most up-to-date kit, and they're always up to date on all of the latest legislation, which is really important. Like I said, when it comes to buying a house, it's really important to know whether the septic tank and all that lot and the sewage treatment system is up to code, because it's always changing. You don't want to be in a situation where you buy a house and then find out 3 months later, oh, hang on a minute.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. I'm staring down the barrel of a $16,000 bill, which is nearly what my wife's parents had back on when they sold their place. It was luckily that a firm that came in and just did the same thing as a Rutland Drainage did. Just literally came in and repaired a small bit, and it's exactly what they're going to be able to do for you. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if you're looking for a new septic tank, a replacement septic tank, repairs, anything of the sort, all the way up to full sewage treatment systems. Hit up the Rutland Drainage Group. Massive shout out to them for sponsoring this episode and just being general legends. I won't lie, they're fucking sound. I love Sam.
They won't give you no shit.
Yeah. Check them out. Links in the episode description. Links in the bio. You know the score by now. Big up the Rutland Drainage Group. Right. Moving on. Marlon, who joins us in the doghouse tonight?
So, once again, bringing it back, we have our Gilonis.
Shalom, motherfuckers.
Ah, shalom.
Shalom, mother bitches.
He keeps saying, you've left me out. Oh, I'm only here when they need me. We've had you on like twice in 2 episodes now. 3 episodes.
Oh, I've been.
Oh, fuck off. Miserable.
Turn his fucking mic off.
I texted you this morning, Gilo, do you want to come on? I've got an idea for a show. And the moment I told you what it was, you were like, absolutely yes.
Yes.
Absolutely
yeah, I
yes.
can't lie about it. I like to play things down, but yeah, no, I was basically just leaking with excitement. The best way to describe it, you know what I mean? You
want to call it Rutledge Drainage Group?
He's too quick. He's on it today.
I'll tell you what, I don't think Sam's got it. You know what I mean? He's a good man, but you know what I mean? It's a fucking.
I think those pipes
down there.
Yeah, those pipes need ripping out. You can't repair them fuckers.
It's just bad.
You get the endoscope in there and go, fuck me, Shag.
It's like Chernobyl down there. You know what I mean? Something bad happened and you can't go back there.
It's a massive cover up.
Yeah, that's just my guts.
Who else are we joined by, Rach?
We're joined by Uncle Spunkle back on a show. How you doing, Dave? All right?
Yeah, not too bad. Good evening.
Good evening. I always like to get you on for certain episodes because I know you shine through in certain episodes. I think this will be a good one for you. The listeners have already read the title, but it was. I thought you're a very understated man. Don't have a lot of opinions. You like to keep them to yourself a lot.
I've changed my opinions for this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing it because I'm sure they'll be very, very mild mannered and very level headed.
Yeah, balanced.
Yeah, no.
They're all cunts.
Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for coming down. Right, Marlon, do you want to kick it off? How's your week been, you prick?
Yeah, it's been all right until I had to fucking see you, cunt.
Ah.
I picked up a new gun.
You too. Yeah, woo! You gun day!
I got an actual gun which works and shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
I am so excited.
What'd you get?
It's a Browning GTI.
Not a clue.
left-handed.
Oh, good boy, good boy.
Yeah, it's got wood bits on it and
Wood bits and stuff.
black a bit of gold, you know?
Nice.
Beautiful.
No,
Huge.
huge.
I told Mule about it. I was like, Marlon's going to get his new gun. He's like, has he? What's he got? I was like, GTI. He was like, what colour writing has it got on it? I was like, gold, I think. He's like, fuck that cunt. Fucking prick. I was like, oh, gee, that's the fucking one I wanted. This is left-handed. It didn't look good to you. I don't fucking care, Reg. I want one of them.
No,
You
yeah.
got time
What
to
makes a
fucking
gun
shoot it.
left-handed?
Cast on. If
Cast.
you listen to the episode with Johnny Carter and the boys from the gun review,
I did.
there's a slight cast in the stock.
I must have glazed over.
I think I think it's witchcraft. I just buy cheap guns that come with shims, and so you can just bend it a little bit one way.
Put it in the
There's a
vice,
slight
like.
bend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The counter, the retardation.
Yeah.
Massive left-handed retardation.
And it's also got like a dribble tray on it,
Yeah.
being left-handed.
And there's
that
a little
happens lot.
cross etched into the back of the stock, just because you're devil worshipping horrible Satanists, you left-handed fuckers.
Peace up, brother. Peace up.
Back in the day,
that would have been taught out of you at
You
school.
would have been had that beaten out of you, and then back in the day, you'd have been fucking cast off at birth over the cliff, like in good old Spartan times.
Well, we're
but
not there anymore,
but
are
to,
we?
To be fair, I was born like a medium-sized teenager. I was 11 and a half pounds. So, you know what I mean?
What the fuck were
11
you?
11 and a half fucking
Oh
pounds.
my god!
Yeah. I fucking destroyed my mother.
What's a normal baby weigh?
7, 8?
Seven.
something like that?
Basically,
Ooh.
I came out with a fucking
Beard.
A beard. Yeah, and a fucking national insurance card.
He come out. He come out chuffing on a woodbine, drinking a can of Red Label. God, fucking hell!
Fucking cold out here, man.
God, Christ, this is what the fucking world looks like. I forgot.
I'll go back.
I'll go back.
I'll climb
No,
back on
God,
it.
no, GILO. Oh dear,
That was
yeah.
when,
So,
like all the animals were there in the manger, and you know what I mean.
oh,
You know
was
what I
it?
mean?
Yeah, just like that. Yeah. 3 wise men.
well, 3.
Me, Spunkle, and GILO, and Marlon. GILO, you're not a wise man.
Fuck you, gun.
So tell me more about the gun. You haven't shot it yet.
No, it's a shotgun. It breaks in half. You put shells in it. It goes bang. Really comfortable.
Well, that's more than the gun that you have currently does. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to Big Mike, it does cycle very well, and it is a lovely bit of
Cycle is
kit.
an under over your gun.
I mean, it does shoot very well.
Yes.
It does shoot very well.
It cycles.
Yeah. No, thanks to Mike for sorting me out with that. I also went out in a van.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I went down to the New Forest.
Lovely bit of the country, that,
What
isn't
the
it?
fuck
Oh, God.
is it with the horses?
That New Forest
Oh,
ponies, mate.
they love a horse. Down
What-
there.
what- I did-
Hang on, did nobody... Oh,
No.
I told you about the cattle, didn't I? Forgot
Yeah.
to tell them about the horses.
There's horses fucking
Everywhere.
I didn't even realise this.
New Forest ponies, mate, yeah. Are they still freeze branded? Like with a white numbers on their ass? Or have
No,
they stopped doing
There's
that now?
some of them have got like
Collars?
electronic tags on.
Oh, really?
Which one's the New Forest? That like down Southampton way?
Yeah.
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 Weird as fuck.
I was
I
working down at Brockenhurst Station, fixing a train, and a fucking horse walks across fucking tracks. It is fucking... Not me funny, it felt a little bit weird. You know what I mean? I was a little bit weirded out by it. You know?
They're so not bothered by you.
No.
No, I
Or
was-
trains, for that matter. Weirdly, you know what I mean?
And yet we have to slow down for them to overtake us.
These hardy horses, see. None of these highly strung fucking Dutch warm bloods and all that.
They
bollocks.
don't give a fuck. Like, I'm there with a can and the dog's not that arsed, and they just comes up to you and starts neighing at me, and so what the fuck do you want, cunt?
Do you have any idea how much money I would have paid to see a video of Tank just getting absolutely hoofed? Just go up to
Like, he hates people. Horse, don't care.
your dog is like you. Hates people, loves animals.
Well, I don't blame him, really.
Fun.
Yeah, went to Swan Ryan's new house as well. That's fucking really nice. I stayed on his drive.
Yeah, big
And
up
drunk
Ryan
all his
Murphy
beer.
getting yourself a house, boy. That's no small feat.
Fucking lovely place. Really nice. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, no, today.
Oh,
Today. I'm going to go and work down at Tesco.
you are?
Yeah, I've made the decision.
I thought we were going to get through a whole bit where he didn't go another week. Land Rovers are shit. And he didn't say it, but he has inferred by this that Land
Not a
Rovers
Land
are-
Rover today.
The dead look in his eyes.
Not
Can
a
we
Land
call your
Rover.
bluff and actually see your application to Tesco's?
Yeah.
God, you won't do it. You never
You won't do it.
I got my CV on me. Jaguar.
Yeah.
Convertible roof problem.
What convertible Jag is that?
F-type.
Oh, yeah. I should have
Right.
thought before. I
The
said
roof won't open. So I had to take it apart, crouch down for
inside.
hours
Inside of it.
inside of
Like
it.
a little gremlin inside.
And you can't manually open the cunt.
There's no
'cause
like a
if-
winding handle or nothing.
Oh, there is, but only to put it up. If
What?
it's locked
What?
up, you can't wind it back down again. You have to break the roof.
What?
Why does that make any sense?
It's
Oh.
it
That's the-
Jaguar Land Rover, mate.
That's
innit?
the trick. It doesn't.
it doesn't. It's just been an absolute cunt.
You got an angle grinder? I got a 9 inch.
There's
in the
not
van.
enough room to swing the cunt around.
don't need it, you don't
There's
need-
on top. Yeah,
Is it like a-
over it, you know what I mean?
Fabric roof or metal?
Fabric roof.
You don't need an
Cut the
angle
cut off,
grinder.
innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the
I
customer
thought it was
wants
a
it to
hard
work.
top. Sorry.
Good pair of scissors.
I can kind of understand if you want it to work.
Yeah, I fuck
Since
my
when
life.
did you become a fucking Jaguar
Oh, it's electrical,
specialist?
innit? It's come from another garage. They can't fix it. Oh, send it down to Marlon. He's a fucking dickhead. Yes, I am.
He's
get
looking
going?
for some content for his next podcast. That's the problem. Word's got out, Marlon.
Just give him ever and ever more complicated stuff.
And at 5 o'clock, I was like, I've fucking had enough. I've had enough of being crunched, like fucking crouched over like Gollum. Multimeters out of battery. And like, fuck it. I'm done. I'm going home. You can all fuck yourselves. What are you going to do? Sack me.
I can see you there with your £600 snap-on multi-meter. My precious. Don't touch it.
I've got a couple of 9 volters in a van if you want. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean? Yeah,
please.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I'll
fucking spot on.
up.
Nah, how's your week been, Gilo?
Right, well, my week. Today, prime example, I sat there and showing management around on people who are possibly going to buy the trains and lose my job. So I sat there all day going, because of you cunts, I'm going to lose my job. And
Did you say, well, this one, see, the service history's forged?
Yeah, I've
I've never actually
signed
changed the oil on that.
No, never done
It's
it
like getting the
once.
person who's going to be evicted to do the house show. Isn't it?
Yes, very much so, very much. Yeah, so I sat there and literally introduced the higher management of Satelski Network Rail and everybody else the caravan game.
I love the caravan.
Caravan game. For those who do not know, the caravan game is when you see a caravan, the name of it, and then put anal in front of it. Bless them, they really didn't know what to do with that. I just left it with them and walked off. But yeah, that's by the by. The most important, Reg, could you hit the bell, please?
The Anal Explorer! I thought I was a retard around her.
That's it.
I didn't want to go this way because I thought I'd lose all balance.
I've put an offer in on a fucking house.
Gilo.
Gilo's done adulting.
Done an adulting.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 42.
42.
42.
Yeah, well, my old man always told me, he said, early 40s, if you're not going to get on and do something up until your early 40s, forget about it.
Well,
so
that's it.
fucking good for you, man.
Very much, yeah. Yeah, but the location is away from the southwest.
Somewhat
Somewhat remote. The Orkney Isles.
the Orkney Isles.
North of fucking Scotland.
I hate to break it to you, Gilo. We have one rule on this podcast is that we don't do Zoom calls on the podcast. So
Well, this might be the end of it then.
what? My chair
Off your
nearly
chair, you cunt.
collapsed again.
Yeah, so unfortunately, due to the fact that I cannot actually afford to buy anywhere in the south fucking west or in mainland UK, yeah, I'm fucking off up to
House
go.
prices are so bad. You have
I
to,
can't afford. I have to emigrate
You have to leave mainland, Britain.
mainland Britain. So yeah, no, I'm
What
fine.
is in the fucking Orkney Island?
Not a lot, but some cheap fucking ass houses.
How many people live on the Orkney Isles?
It's only about 100-something people live on the island.
Oh my god!
On the
Is
main
that
island.
it?
Yeah, not many. You know what I mean? So I should be.
Oh,
all
so
right.
there'll be even less when he moves up.
I said, all right, my lovers.
Yeah, they're rubbing their hands together. New blood. And then they find out he's been cut. Fucking hell, it's another steer.
So yeah, no. So I bought. Well, I'm trying to buy an old wool mill, and it's in a state of disrepair.
Great bones. Great bones, an estate agent would say.
Yeah, basically,
Great
it's made of fucking granite. It used to have a water wheel on it. The plan is to stick the water wheel back on it, And yeah, basically just turn it into an Airbnb. So give us a couple of years, maybe 5. And there might be Chinese fucking Airbnb if you fancy it in Rutland. It's great. No midgies, it's too fucking windy. They don't like the wind.
Is anyone else seeing the Ted Krasinski arc? This is GILO's in his Ted Krasinski era. It's only a small amount of time he's been in that little granite shed writing his manifesto.
And then I'm going to enter into the Heemeyer fucking. I'm just smashing out of there with a little Kubota blade. You know what I mean? So yeah, no. So I've So basically, it will be eventually a 5-bed house with a bit of land.
With some goats.
With no fucking goats. No fucking goats. Either fucking cows, maybe, but not fucking goats. I don't particularly want the fucking cows either, but she seems to have this.
All joking aside, you are literally living every man's dream. You're just returning to fucking Monkey.
Pretty much.
And you're going to be homesteading, you'll be living off the land, hunting for food.
Yep.
Yeah, you're literally in your Teddy K era.
Yeah, but to be fair, mate.
What a character art this is. You're on it.
You are on board with this shit. Basically, I'm looking at it is if we get it right, we can have the place completely off grid. No fucking gas, no electric,
Fuck the government.
Pretty much. Council tax is virtually fuck all up there.
Stockpiling ammunition.
All
calibers you could ever want to dream of.
You want it, I've got it.
Putin can't fuck with you there.
I'll tell you what, fucking dare him. Come on. Come on, Shakes. You get the fuck on. But yeah, no, it's just so I'm if it goes through, obviously. I'll be moving out. Well, I'll be still in around Somerset for the next couple of years while we're building the place, but once that is all done, I will be fucking gone.
How are you gonna project manage over fucking Microsoft Teams?
No, I'm gonna be able to every fucking weekend for the country.
Yeah, keep on. That's the thing. Keep on top of them. Them builders. Oh Christ, you leave them too long. They'll be,
basically a bunch of bum dossers.
Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk.
Does it have a pub?
It must do.
Oh, there's a pub.
How could you think the Scottish can't survive without a fucking pub?
And what else is there to do up?
Shag haggis.
Shag haggis, yeah, pretty much it. I'm going for the full Hagrid fucking look. You know what I mean?
Are you gonna have like some pet haggises or haggai?
We'll get some haggai. We'll get some haggis running.
You had me questioning myself then. I was like,
I've never seen a haggis before.
where the fuck is like this? Oh wait, yeah.
We're doing it. Yeah. So
what's Marlon's stance on the wall if this goes there?
Yeah.
We
ain't got enough of funds anyway.
You backtrack
join the Patreon.
Join a Patreon. It's going to be huge.
Basically,
so a green card.
I'm gonna be like the king of the wildlings up there. It'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Wildlings.
So if that all goes through, I'll be fucking off skis doing that.
If the wildlings are anything like they are in Game of Thrones, that ginger one, I'll be fucking them all. Have a little harem of them. Harem, yeah.
Don't shut up. The missus might
Yeah,
listen to this.
whoa, listen, man. Yeah.
Fucking the plan was. That's the fucking plan. Hopefully she'll get up there, realise it's not fucking Bristol, fuck on back to Bristol, and I can crack on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't like sit round there and mind them and get on back down there. Look. No.
There'll be a massive dating pool up there, will there?
No.
100 people.
No, it's going to be, the genetics are going to be extremely close, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Very murky gene pool. Very shallow and murky, I'd imagine.
That is going to be a cesspool more than a gene pool, really, isn't it?
They think, someone else is moving in. They see you and go, oh, fuck me. That's like adding fucking oil to the gene pool.
Oh, another fat bearded one showed up. What the fuck? But,
It attracts a very specific demographic.
Well, it's chilly up there, mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting fact. Like I say, you don't get midges up there because the wind doesn't drop below 20 miles an hour all the time.
You're going to come back down after 6 months and you'll age 20 years.
My beard's going to go fucking 90 degrees. So yeah, that's what's happening if it all goes fucking well.
Oh mate, I'm real. I mean, I'll be sad to lose you if it all comes off. But like you say, it's going to be a couple of years in the making.
I'll still be about for a minute or two.
Yeah.
If you need any like patio work, just hit me up.
Just don't ring Marlon.
I'm just wondering if the Rutland Drainage Group cover fucking Orkney. I'm just wondering.
They fucking wouldn't know.
Fucking get on, Shives. Come on, Sam. Hook a brother up. Let me know.
If there's a bit of shooting up there, he'd be like, no problem.
I will square him up all that he can shoot wherever he fucking likes. Because trust me, there ain't no old Bill up there, I don't reckon. You know what I mean? There was some bloke. He's got a panda car. He ain't going to get there fast enough, is he? You know what I mean? That Batwood up there, it's still a fucking metro, isn't it? You know what I mean?
You like all the government is listening to this and they're just like writing it down. There'll be like a big notice coming through to the one guy on the altar. You have a man possibly moving there. Terroristic intentions. You know, he's in his Teddy K era.
You think all the government are listening to this?
Well, if they are, that were real. By the way, I'm buying a house in Scotland, so that might mean I'm leaving, Shag. All right, just want to throw that out there.
Will you be voting for Scottish independence when you're out there?
Orkney independence, definitely.
Orkney independence.
You know what I mean?
Got our own flag.
Because technically we've got. There's look at me. We've got.
There's 100 of you. You can't do anything.
What's the equivalent to the little Cornish flag that all they cunts wear on the back of their cars?
I don't know. There's got to be a fucking flag of Orkney in there. Let's.
We've got our own language.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Well,
Nobody wants to speak it.
Every miserable society's got a fucking flag, haven't they?
Of course.
You seen the doghouse one?
Fuck me, Cheddar's got his own fucking flag, isn't it now? You know what I mean? So,
Oh, fucking hell.
God, what's the fucking flag of Orkney? Your internet's not working.
Haggis
Haggis, it's got to be haggis, isn't it? You know what I mean?
with a thistle. There's always a fucking thistle somewhere in Scotland.
Scottish thistle.
Do they actually have a flag?
I don't know. I'm finding out.
You on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I am, mate.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
No.
Oh, shit, me. There it is, boys.
Ooh.
It kind of looks like Norwegian
Like-
cross
yeah.
with Sweden, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
So they've just stolen something else, haven't they? the Scots?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much robbed it. Yeah, stolen it. Huge. Yeah. So that's the flag of. Well, that's what I'm gonna have tattooed across my back now. You know what I mean?
Have his own passport with a little thistle on it.
Just so happens it's a red-dominated flag
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a hint of yellow.
To be fair, I was expecting a fucking swastika, to be fair, but you know what I mean? I was pleasantly surprised. So yeah, Orkney, fucking cold. Buying an old fucking wheel.
Mate, what? This is the weirdest character arc. I'm here for it, man.
I think
I'm here for
I
it.
think, to be fair, like you said,
It's not though,
If
is it
I don't-
really? If you were to say to me, where do you reckon GILO would move if he was to buy a house? I'd be like, oh, some weird fucking island in the middle of nowhere that's impossible to get to. What kind of house are you going to buy? Oh, an old shack, I expect. That's going to require loads of work and he's going to live off grid. And I fucking nailed it.
I don't know. I would have
but it's
said
got good
this,
bones.
this fucking
Oh, it's got
estate
good
like
bones.
every other cunt.
I nearly did. I nearly
How
did.
fucking disappointing would it be if you moved to wherever we are now? I let certain things go, not that. Yeah, I'd be just like, oh no, GILO. Modern society has beaten you down.
To be fair, a couple of a couple of years ago,
Yeah, you're looking to buy the one at the back.
Yeah, about there. But it sold the day I looked for it. So it looked at went to go and like inquire about it. So this one hasn't sold yet. So you know what I mean. Well, hopefully it'll be sold to me. And yeah, I'm gonna go live fucking with fucking island cows and no fucking goats.
Don't fuck 'em.
I'm here for it. I'm so here
I
for
don't know.
this.
Mrs. decided she's gonna get a job there. She's gonna run the fucking post office.
The
She's
content we're gonna have for like 2 years is gonna be unholy. How's the build coming along,
fucking
GILO?
hate it. It's shit. What the fuck? Like buy a fucking house in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Well, I went out there to meet the builders and I thought I'd be, try and get in with them and have a laugh and call them jock cunts. And now they've burned my granite shell down.
Basically, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna at the first initial meeting, I'm just gonna shoot one of them.
Oh, cool.
Just walk up. All right, lads, bang, shoot the labourer.
Bold.
All right,
Yeah,
lads,
just
that's it.
come
Just
in hot.
Right, that's how it's gonna be, lads. All right, just
Fuck around and
That's
find
fuck
fucking
out.
around
that.
and find out, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm. So if I shoot one of them straight off,
So
we get on.
essentially going full stick, no carrot.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All the stick. Basically, the reason why I've been listening to that.
That's how you have to be
podcast,
with the working man these days.
This is it. You know, and as a
Overpaid they are, all of them.
You wait till the trade unions get involved, motherfucker. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go shoot one and then let them know where we stand. You know what I mean? If I've learned anything from Uncle Saddam and cuddly Uncle Joseph, just big stick.
Big stick.
Possibly
keep
pay
them
'em.
in line.
Yeah, that's it. Let them know where they stand. Because let's be fair, they're going to get educated because they live in a fucking island in the middle of nowhere and they haven't really been exposed to the world. And the world's going to show up with a Hatsan escort in his hand.
It's not North Sentinelese Island, GILO, where they're like sticks and stones and they like throw.
No?
No.
Oh.
No. I think they probably be somewhat, domesticated.
Sit-
All right, well, I'll take the
Little
308. I'll get a 308 and fucking take that. Now I've got on my ticket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, I'll take a leg.
Just wing them.
He can hobble about with fucking bricks, can he? He'd be all right then.
This is wild. Where the fuck?
Anyway, Dave, how's your week been, son?
No, I've had a pretty good week. I've got the whole week off. My birthday tomorrow.
He's unreal. Isn't he?
Happy birthday.
Fucking unreal. Every time
I
see
see
what do you mean?
I just had a week
take
off,
a week
didn't I?
off, and I. Have you ever been in Mexico sweating, fucking sweating, or I've just I took a week off? Why? Oh well, you know. I woke up one morning and looked at the sky and thought,
Because you
that's
can.
not for me.
Because you fucking can, Dave, innit?
I don't know what you're on about. Last tax year, I only worked 32 weeks.
What'd you turn over? 19,025 quid or whatever the fucking minimum is.
Yeah.
No, it's been a good week. Been down the house. All this time off I've been having
He
is
dodged that comment, didn't he?
because I'm a year later down the line than GILO
Yeah.
in renovating a house.
How is it going? It's been a while you've been on this,
It's
isn't it?
very long. Partly because I keep working away and I need
Taking
time
weeks
to-
off.
Yeah, when I take weeks off, I'm at the house. Stuff just takes ages and it's very expensive.
Has it? Is there a lot of project creep? I can imagine there's a hell of a lot of project creep with you.
Yeah, and I want.
Well, if we're doing this, we might as well do that.
I'm trying to future proof and even just like the sockets and switches. I just wanted basic white stuff, but I bought 4 to try. I had to pick the one that I really want. Everything has to be
Just
bang
so-
on, and I'm too fucking anal.
Well, it says a lot for your craft, which is good, and the work that you produce. But fuck me, I wouldn't want to be doing anything for you.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
My drain off on my heating system. I found the only company that makes a hose lock connector
yeah,
for a drain off
right.
for the heating system.
So
I
you
thought,
haven't-
fucking brilliant.
So you haven't even you just click it in and it drains.
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't
You
need to
haven't
get
got
a fucking bit of hose with a fucking Jubilee clip on there to fucking drain
You don't
down.
have to be dirty and
No.
use tools. Anything for simplicity and
Yeah.
ease of life.
Fucking love it. I had me my fuse board signed off today that I wired myself.
Is that
Hey!
like not being funny?
Stunning.
No one's gonna give a fuck that's listening. But is that legal? Like you can do it yourself on your own property?
Well, my partner's uncle's a self-employed electrician.
Yeah.
So he's come over, he's done the testing. He popped in a few times over the project to see how I was doing it.
Yeah.
And he was happy with how I was doing it, and he's signing it off. So I don't really know if it's legal or not. But
No, I don't go. I mean, no one's gonna give a fuck that's listening. I don't give
Is
a
it
Well,
on
no,
fire?
I
Just
genuinely
more
don't
on
know.
I can't imagine if it's for your own house. Surely, as long as
And
it's
then
been
it gets
signed
signed
off.
off, yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah, if it's been signed off, then it's
Mm.
been
All
checked.
good,
and
yeah.
It's passed all the tests today. We're doing all the tests on it and stuff together. It's good fun, proud moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not something I'd ever want to fuck around with. So
I've enjoyed
fair
it.
play to you, Dave. Yeah,
Well done, mate.
done. Well done.
And then tomorrow on my birthday, got a fucking heating engineer coming out to give me a price for the boiler.
Oh, fuck.
Got the log burner going in on Thursday.
Ooh,
Flooring going in a couple of weeks. So it's starting to move with like everything's plastered, painted, skirting's going on.
have you
stuff's-
gone full smart home or not?
No.
No, I don't know.
A lot of it I wanted to. I wanted to go Lutron, which is all the smart switches, and you can have the electric blinds that lower and
It's out of
raise.
date in a year's time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're so integrated into the house that it's an absolute ball ache to take out again.
Yeah,
I
not
just-
just the smart thermostats. They don't really do too much. It's all,
I'm not
it's all a bit
interested in that.
gimmicky.
I-
I
I-
love an app and being able to
Oh,
control
yeah, we all
myself.
love that, but it's the whole. It's when it goes fucking wrong or something doesn't talk to
That's
someone
it, and then you can't get
Yeah.
your washing out. The
That's
fucking,
it. You know, I just like the option just pushing a button. The
Yeah.
light to come on.
Wi-Fi washing machine. I forgot that one. Oh,
I've got the same washing machine. I've never used the Wi-Fi
I wouldn't
function on
recommend
it.
it. Shit.
and also, as we
My
always
pants
say,
are still stuck in there.
you've got to be wary of the Chinese. You know, they're all they. People say they might not be interested, but they're a Hoover for data.
What do you think? I'm going off grid.
Everything's
They're
got
never gonna
Wi-Fi.
find
Now, I got the dishwasher. That's got Wi-Fi.
Fuck
The fridge
off.
we're looking at's having Wi-Fi. The oven
Fuck's sakes.
probably will have Wi-Fi, the one I want. Don't think
What?
the hob doesn't have Wi-Fi.
Can I ask, why would the fridge have Wi-Fi?
Why not?
Not a fucking
My
clue.
fridge in my camper van has Wi-Fi. It's got its own app.
I kind of get that because you're running off a battery and you might need to regulate how much energy it's using. But why would you need Wi-Fi in a fridge in a house? Your fridge is just on. It's just fucking on. That's it. You know, I don't think
What,
I've
do you
ever-
want-
Some of them have the cameras facing inside that you can see.
What? Just in case.
would you do
What?
that?
Why?
Well, if you're in Tesco's, you're like, oh, have we got any butter? Hang on.
Oh,
I'll just go on the
fuck me.
Samsung app.
That is a fucking good idea.
Like my robot
Yeah, it's all right until you
Hoover-
put a fucking iceberg in the way of the camera,
my
isn't it?
robot Hoover, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty wary of the old robot Hoover. It's got a camera on it. It drives around my house. It's constantly looking at shit, and it's a Chinese firm that own it. So what I do when I do the, every now and again, I like to. I'm a man for maintenance. I pull all the guns out the cabinet and give them a good clean. And as I'm cleaning them, I leave them propped up against the wall in the cleaning process. And I let the Hoover go round just so fucking Xi Jinping knows what the fuck is up in my house.
Problem is, if you doing it naked, you teabagging the fucking Hoover every now and again. You know what I mean?
I thought you would have covered
Who's
the
the
thing in
fucking
duct tape if there's any hidden cameras. Like,
Oh no! I think if I do that, he's gonna just sit going around in circles, going wee as he always does. Scariest part about it, I bought a new dog bed today, and I took away like the massive one that I used to have for Vince because he was huge. And I also got 3 smaller dogs now, so I took away the massive dog bed, put down a smaller one. That clever fucker did the whole house, right? This was the scary part. The fact that he did like everything normally and just hoovered around like there would have been a normal dog bed. And just before he came back, he came all the way back from the furthest point where he was cleaning the last room. He came all the way back and cleaned the extra little bit where the old dog bed was, and then put himself. I was like, I don't fucking
They
like
know,
that.
man.
I mean, I know it's designed to do that. It's designed to, but the fact that it logged that there wasn't anything there and was like, I'll come back to that in a minute, just to let me know. It was like, by the way, I didn't fucking forget, mate. I'll see you later. Just docks itself. Goes back into its fucking hole, staring at me. I'm like, fuck you, man. Fuck you, Hoover.
Do you know what? This, and this is, as a social experiment, it's lovely to see how this podcast has progressed. Because I remember at the start, it was like fucking, banging nines and fucking all that shit. Now you're talking about your home fucking appliances. Your robot Hoover, your Wi-Fi fucking washing machine, your Wi-Fi fucking fridge.
People are.
I'm lucky to have
us,
fucking Wi-Fi.
They're watching us become adults, is what it is, and being able to like just do shit. Like
I fucking love a good appliance. the fridge that I want to get
going on the soundboard.
it's the Samsung Beverage Center. So it doesn't have water dispensing on the front that you can see. You open like a little half door, and you've got a water jug that fills up from a main feed, as well as where you can put your glass to be filled.
Oh,
The Beverage Center.
we are on another level of cool now.
It's what I live
Ryan's
for.
fridge, yeah. Ryan also has a flap.
He sent me a picture,
It's
a video.
just a game changer.
I can't wait to go and live fucking off grid, boys. I really can't. You know what I mean? I
Are you going to instead of having a fridge, are you just going to dig under the ground?
No, I'm just
like they did
because
in
it's
the-
that
in the
fucking
wall?
cold there. I was going to smash a hole in the wall and put the front of a fridge on it. You know what I mean? That's it. Just open it. There it is outside. Bosh.
Well, there will be nothing left because of the
He went
fucking
in,
wind.
he'll have a granite slab for his meat. That's what'll keep it cold.
I'm not even going to cook it. I'm just going to eat it fucking raw.
That'll just mean that'll be part of his desk where the other part he's writing his manifesto. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been nothing but X, Y, Z.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fucking drafty up there. That we do fucking there.
It's like 2 opposite ends of the spectrum here. I'm quite enjoying it. Although you're going to be undertaking similar projects, you're both going in totally different directions.
Yeah, literally, it's going to be about as far away from you. Actually, saying that, I was looking at. I can't believe I'm going to fucking say it. Our heating system. We're going to have it so the
On an app?
it probably will be on an app. But yeah, so what it is, it's in the skirting boards.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know if that's the most efficient way.
Probably not the
You
most.
don't get much
The problem I got is because
air circulation on
it's
because it's
so big and it's so granite. You've got
It's going to take some heating.
It's going to take some heating.
Once you
Right,
get heat into it,
that's it.
yeah.
But it's getting the heat into it and the moisture out of it.
if you're going for electric heating as well, you'd be better off with like an underfloor system.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, kind of. What
and then
we're
at
looking
least the mass of the house gets warm and stays warm.
Yeah.
Keep it on at a low temperature. But those skirting board ones.
I don't know. It was.
But I am talking as a fully non-qualified plumber or heating engineer.
I would
Dave,
listen
you're in
to
the
your-
doghouse, all right? You just say stuff, act like
'Cause
you
you-
know what you're
'cause
talking
you's a
about,
reckoning.
and preach it as gospel, and everyone else just has to listen. Is that so, Reg? Yeah, it is actually. Not a fucking clue.
No, so basically, it goes to show that the Google is listening to you, because I was on the phone to a mate of mine saying about the house and that lot, and then literally I said, I have to start looking at the heating system and stuff like that, and then bing,
Yeah.
everything was fucking heating systems. It's like, fuck's sakes.
I just keep saying the
Asian
word
porn,
dirty bomb
Asian
to my phone
porn.
just to see if I'm going to get that knock at the door. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Uranium. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Dirty bomb.
You are going to get
sarin
arrested.
gas.
So yeah, no, it's literally going to be the opposite end because we kind of.
It'll take longer than you think.
Oh, it's going to take.
I'm a year in now, and
How far off do you reckon you are?
a couple months. The problem is I keep fucking working away, trying to fund the thing, and not being there.
I'm in the same.
I'll be
I'm in the same
London
boat,
next
yeah.
week, Paris for another 2 weeks after that, and then come back and try and fucking.
Is that an
Get us
Olympic job or?
No.
No?
We're going to like a mirror factory to assemble some mirrors for a job in Monaco.
You're going to a mirror factory to build the mirrors to build.
They've made the mirrors. Joinery company in Somerset's made like gold-plated mirror stuff, like frames. And that.
Jesus.
They're shipping it there. We're putting it together and fitting the mirrors, and it's going to Monaco.
No one in England
There's
do mirrors?
nearly £1 million worth of mirror in this job.
Fuck me.
How the fuck do you fit £1 million worth of mirror into a house? And how fucking vain must you be
Yeah.
to want to see
How
yourself
big's the
that
cunt in
much?
mirror?
You must look really good
Yeah.
because I mean, if you look like any of the
expect it's got
people
Wi-Fi,
sat around
hasn't it?
this table, you had £1 million worth of mirrors. You want to kill yourself by day 2? I would. I'd be like, you fucking
It's
disgusting.
It's another one of those. Oh, you're going to Paris for work for 2 weeks. Sounds amazing, but we'll be in some sweaty warehouse on the
Surrounded
outskirts
by
of
French.
Paris. So, yeah, surrounded by
Paris, not a lot of French there, mate.
a load of immigrants.
They speak
Probably.
Farsi.
Putting together some overly delicate bullshit fucking mirrors. So it'll be alright. It pays well.
Yeah, but Paris stinks as well.
Mon ami.
Have you heard about the Paris Olympics? Right, they're going to be doing some of the. I don't know what the river is. Seine, maybe.
Yeah,
Seine?
yeah.
They're doing this thing. I saw it online today.
Full of onions.
Basically, they want to do some of the Olympic like stuff, all the water sports. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
The rowing and shit.
Sounds a
wanna
bit
do-
sexual, but I think
Yeah, I
that
was
is
gonna
the
say,
correct
yeah.
They want to do some of it.
In Paris is it's dodgy, innit? You know what I mean?
Just sex and wine and cigarettes. They want to do some of the sports in this river, but it's so disgusting, much like the Thames. They want to spend like €1.5 billion to clean the river up so it's fit. You know, same as Hong Kong did, or not Hong. Was it Hong Kong or Beijing? They like shut all the plants down to get rid of the smog so the athletes could run. Same sort of thing. Clean up the city for the Olympics.
Well, there won't be any protests about spending that sort of money. will
Well,
They haven't got that sort of
You're
money.
on the right track, Dave, because you know, as much we don't like the French, we love their protests. So
Yes.
what? Apparently, Macron or whatever the fuck it is, and the mayor of Paris have said that the river is going to be so clean that we are going to swim in it once it's done. So apparently, the French people have got this dirty protest.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Muck spreaders
Well,
lined up against the banks of the river.
No, all the Parisians are going to poo in the river the day before they swim. Macron and the fucking mayor. And apparently it's like shit in the Seine day or whatever they call it.
I really wonder how the fuck
That's
they did a
amazing.
revolution, because not being funny, as soon as you come up with an idea in front, no, we will not do that. You know, they do something completely, you know.
I suppose if you got the working class behind you, you can pretty much do anything. Behead the royals, you know.
Well, you know, to be fair.
Let's go.
Fucking, that is such a good idea.
Marlon, please.
Wow.
there is a fucking line on this show. You know, MI5 have just been waiting
That's
for
right,
one word to be said where they're like, right, now we can get them.
They bet themselves in their little group, don't they?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, I'd be interested to see if that fucking pans out.
I'll take a shit
Either
in the river
way.
while I'm there.
Fuck it, I'll take a flight over, you know.
See the sights, shit in the river. You know, standard Paris.
Someone's got a casa for a stone, haven't they, Dave? I can see you there in a fucking high vis.
Let's fucking go!
High vis on the motorway, burning a load of tires. What are you
Oh.
protesting over? I don't know.
Well, they haven't done me. Last week, not this week, got another letter of harassment from the Avon and Somerset police.
You're gonna get a restraining order against them.
Can I?
Please stop speaking to me. I feel triggered.
Fuck it. And I, on the way to Peel, going down Wraxall Hill, whatever, fucking 12 miles an hour over. It's not a 40 there, I'm pretty sure, but apparently it is. Doing
Maybe.
52, just coming back from work, trying to earn some money.
Just trying to earn a living, you
Just
know.
trying to find the working man.
How many points do you have now, Dave?
All of them.
I've only got 3 because
Oh.
I got the bands. That wasn't any points.
Oh, nice.
So that worked in my favour. If they'd listened to me in the courtroom and gave me the 6 points instead of the ban,
Yeah.
I would now be losing my license.
Ah, right.
For longer than they did last time. So
Yeah, do
really,
you
the
not have,
joke's on them.
Do you not have a detector or anything in your car?
No.
I bought the old
I spend
man
most of the time on my phone. I didn't see it coming.
If I'm not drinking or on my phone, then what's the point?
It just winds me up. It's not like this time I wasn't really doing anything bad. There wasn't a danger. I didn't nearly kill anyone. There was like, if I had crazy thoughts like, oh, I might go and kill a load of people today. You can't get arrested for maybe killing people.
Yeah, it's that thought crime, isn't it? Yeah, you can't get done for that.
Oh, you maybe you could have had a serious crash going that speed. Well, I didn't. So how are you prosecuting me for this?
I think that's it. The more accidents you are involved in, then you should be more penalised for speeding because you're obviously a fucking spastic.
Yeah.
But if you've never had a crash, but you've sped a lot,
drive everywhere at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, they're just like, well, you must be an incredibly good driver.
Yeah.
In fact, here's some money for more fuel to do better driving. Take some classes. Give some classes on driving.
That was the only thing that pissed me off recently, but everything else is good. So they can fuck themselves.
I think they're great. Thanks to me shotgun license, all right? I don't
want to say anything bad against our overlords. Still waiting on some paperwork to come back.
I was going for the talking about speeding. I was going for the main drag of Swindon, and there was a PCO plastic copper sat there with his little speed gun and tripod, and there was some old Jamaican or West Indian looking woman having a fucking right go at him. She walked up to him, started to shout out the old obligatory fucking biddy bag behind her, and I swear she was going to start whacking him with a brolly. You know what I mean? She was. You could hear her. I was driving with the radio on. You could hear her shouting at him. You know what I mean? He's just sort of sat there, just like, what do I do? You know, he
get a real job.
Yeah, that's it, pretty much. You know what I mean? Just because you weren't smart enough to actually getting the police force the proper fucking way. You know what I mean? so you sort of pretended.
Yeah. Anyway, Reg, how's your week been?
Oh yeah,
yeah. He's not there.
Yeah. Reg has left us.
I'm coming back.
Did we have fun at Hit the Youth
hang on,
this
before we
weekend,
start talking again.
Yeah, sorry, small break there. Went out for a wee, and of course we picked the wrong time. I was like, oh, Joe's just about to start a story about speed, and I'll have a quick 2-minute wee. Obviously not. But yeah, my week. I've been fairly quiet. Got quite a few big projects going on at the farm, but they're not really that interesting. What was interesting, and I'm sure Dave will really appreciate this. Got into a little road incident the other day. I was going back to seeing a member of my family. On the way back, I was come off this roundabout. There's a bit of a queue of traffic, about 3 or 4 cars behind a tractor, and he was mowing the verge. And I was like, well, your man's got a job to do. That's just how it be. And it was in front of me was one of these. It was like a white crossover Mercedes GL ML spastic. I don't fucking know. One of those like gross ones. You know, not even like a full fat thing. It was like one of these
fake AMG.
Yeah, you know the ones. Just grim. And it was itching to get out around this tractor. I mean, fucking itching. It kept ducking out and ducking in, ducking out and ducking in. And we were on a long sweeping bend, and I was like, just wait, or just wait, or just whatever, just calm down. Anyway, he finally managed to get the balls to go round it on a bit of a blind corner, which I thought was brave. And he fucking held the horn on as he went past the tractor. And then my blood pressure immediately goes through the roof, and I'm like, I'm not having this.
Fucking white knight.
This is not a fucking thing.
I had such a white night for farmers. I was like, I'm not fucking having this. I went past the tractor, and I was like, I'm gonna catch this. And I was like, just give me a red light with two lanes so I can get up next to him. Just give me something so I could just have a little word. Anyway, blowing on through, come out around about a couple of lorries in front of him. I'm not even going right, but I get in the right hand lane. Blood pressure's through the roof. I don't know why I was so angry about it.
Because you're an angry white man.
I think I was just pissed off because I was like, and the thing that really upset me was like the bloke driving the tractor, like kind of looked round and was like, fucking. He was like, he's like really focusing on cutting this verge. And he's looking around like, well, who's beeping at me? Well, I don't understand it. Like, fuck off. What's your problem? Oh, it's all right. Anyway, so I come up. He's behind like 2 trucks in his lane, 2 lorries. And and there's nothing in my lane, but I'm like, I'm stopping next to you. I'm like, we're gonna have a little chat now.
Went to wind the window down, didn't work.
I put a window down, and I didn't know who was driving it, and I'd assumed it was a blonde woman. Shock, horror, it was. I was like, all right.
You listen here, you stupid bitch.
Well, I know. I went in fairly quiet because I'm like, I don't want to cause a scene.
Open a conversation, don't you?
Yeah, I just wanted to
dialogue.
I just wanted to be like, oh, we're on the road. I'm not going to hold up traffic, but I'm just going to be like, hey, just quickly, put a window down. I was like, did the little put your window down signal. She puts her window down, stares at me, thinking like, I could see it in her face. She's immediately, I'd be like,
Rapist.
well, I think she's seen the car coming up behind her and sort of gathered maybe farmer vibes. Maybe I might have beeped to that tractor, and maybe he might not be too happy about this situation. The little window down thing. She puts her window down. I was all right. She said, yeah. So she beep at that tractor back there. She's like, yeah. Why? I said, what? What? Well, no, why you? Why'd you beep at him? Oh, well, I'm really busy. I got to get on. I couldn't get past him. Why couldn't he just pull over? I was like, he's got an incredibly long stretch of verge to mow. Like, if he pulls over for every car, he's not going to get anything done, all right? Your man is just working, all right? He's just got a job to do, and I'm sorry that he might be holding you up for 5 minutes, but this is just how it goes now. And at this point, I'd been thinking about this in the car going up to her, and I've got there was...
He's shaking, telling the story, my kids.
These people need to learn.
There was a funny few words in a certain way that I had heard a few months ago, and I was waiting for a reason to use these words. And I was like, don't stumble, don't trip, just get these out right, and this will be beautiful. And I said, your man's just got a job to do. Can't we all just let him get on with it and just, he's holding you up for a couple of minutes and he's got 3 hours worth of work to do. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. At the end of the day, he doesn't walk out behind the pub and slap the cock out of your mouth, does he? With that. What the fuck did you do? Anyway, I'll see you later. All the best. I stumbled my words then. I didn't stumble them when I said it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, driving home so happy.
Do you circle back and go tell the tractor driver what happened?
I didn't think about it. I was like, don't worry, Shag. I went back and told her she was a hoe, basically. Yeah, couldn't believe it. I was so happy. I've been waiting to use that for so long.
I wonder if she's a partner of somebody who's listening to this podcast.
Possibly.
That'd be hilarious. All of a sudden you get a really angry Dave. Girl, my fucking missus that was you cunt.
Well,
Shaniqua. She got very upset by that. Oh, Chantal.
Maybe should have instilled some decent values in your wife, not to be such a fucking bitch.
Well, she's a fucking hoe. Well, she
she
sounds
like her husband wasn't quite rich enough to get the Range Rover that she wanted.
Yeah, and then I sort of realised as I drove off, I was like, I got a really recognisable number plate. Oh, well, it's not mine, it's the old man's. Fuck
and let's be fair, I'd love to see her to go out to Mark and fucking have a crack at him about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I just thought, I could have just shouted and screamed at her, but I thought, a nice little insult, that'll get you. Just bring you back down to earth. You a hoe.
Yeah. that shit's going to stick for a while in the head as well, doesn't it?
That's the thing, and the fact that you drive off afterwards, they really want to, if I'd have...
There's no completion.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been closure to the situation.
Yeah, I've been in
closure.
That's exactly what it is. I've been in so many situations where you always think 10 minutes later, if only I'd have said, that would have been a really funny thing to send at the time. And as I was driving behind her, I was thinking, like, come on,
you had the time.
I had the time to think, and I knew it was in there somewhere. And I was like, that's it. That's the words you got to say.
And the best thing is, next time she's around the back of the pub,
yeah,
with a cock in her mouth, she'll be looking out for that farmer.
She'll be doing it thinking, oh, fuck that guy. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know my life. I've got payments to keep up on my shitty Merc. Yeah, so that was a highlight of my week. Other than that, absolutely dull as dishwater. Did some shooting, which was quite good. I've actually put full chokes in my shotgun now.
So you miss by a way instead of just sort of partial?
Well, no, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, and I try not to because I know that I'm not a very...
But wait,
Wait, watch this. No, I shot really well the other day, and I've been like, I started with my gun with fully open because I wasn't a very good shot, and as I've got better, I've put tighter and tighter chokes in it, and I had nearly full chokes. I don't know what. It's just 3 letters like imp. Oh, what does imp mean? I don't know.
Yes.
I looked at how tight it was.
Improved.
That's quite imp. There you are. And I shot quite well with them the other day, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to wind full chokes into it. So I put full chokes.
To be fair,
we're going to see how I get on with that. I don't know.
Marlon, what's a choke?
So it goes in the end of the barrel, or either whether it's internal or external.
How tight
it tightens the shot up.
Tightens your spread. So you've got to be more and more accurate. If you know what I mean. Johnny could probably explain it better.
Imagine it.
They're all in weird forms as
imagine
well.
like a hosepipe. If you had a big wide open orifice on the end,
such a better way of explaining it.
It would spray at a wider arc.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing is you're putting like deflection. So as a shot comes up the barrel straight, it will hit that and it will angle itself in. So technically the shot's crossing itself as it's going out. So it's tighter and in a tighter bundle, basically.
Just makes you be more accurate instead of being like having it wide open.
If you go for a shoot and you hit every single one, you're like, I need a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, like if I'm shooting my Mossberg 24-inch barrel wide open, like I hit anything, because it's just by the time it gets out, there's a 4-foot spread.
But it's like when I go pigeon shooting, I'll put full in my Hatsan.
That's because if you want to hit something, you want to hit it hard,
kill it,
yeah,
opposed to wing it,
and then go running after it.
I can't hit anything and kill it. I've got a 2.2 air rifle at home. I shot 3 birds the other day.
God,
no more than 6 to 10 meters away. They all flew away. And
it's bad when they fly away.
Still fine going. Now. They dropped a few feathers. I definitely hit the cunts. Like, what is wrong with my fucking air rifle?
Just want
more power, baby.
Where are you shooting them? Central mass.
What are you shooting them with?
Their body.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, but like,
are they domed? Are they point? What are they? A mixture of both.
Bit of a dome. Then they come in.
Yeah, dome.
Like a ace of spades.
Yeah, like there's no point. It doesn't come to a point, does it? Because the ones with the point, really. Is like. Unless you've got really expensive ones, they're pretty inaccurate because any slightest deformity in the lead will send it off. Whereas,
no, it's sort of like sort of a domed.
Domes are hit them harder, more impact, but
not enough impact, as it seems.
No,
but then saying that, I've shot pigeons and literally you've been bang on the money with them, and they'll looks like you knocked every feather out of them and they'll fly off.
Yeah.
Did you about pigeons? Did you know that after
pigeons mate for life? Yeah, I do.
No, after they have sex, they die.
At least what I fuck does.
Older than the best, my love. Older than the best.
Right, we better cut to a break. Go get a drink of the week. But before we do, a massive shout out to the sponsor of this episode, the AUTOMOVER. Oh dear, GILO, you make my editing life ever so difficult. But anyway,
I keep telling you, I'm contractually obliged to fucking do it. All right, he asked, some ass, I did it. You know what I mean? What can I say?
Big up to the AUTOMOVER for sponsoring this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, have you got a vehicle that needs moving around the country? Do you need it bringing to you? Do you need it taken away from you? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you doing a track day? Are you doing a trailer day?
What's he do? Repossessions as well? What's going on?
You never know. You never know. He's a man of many talents.
Fingers in many pies.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking to buy or sell a vehicle around the country and it needs to go from one place to another, you should be getting in touch with the sponsor of this episode, the AUTOMOVER, a specialist in moving vehicles from where they need to be to where they need to go. It is all he does. It's all he knows. Marlon, what is your favourite part about the AUTOMOVER?
Live tracking.
Live tracking.
Imagine you can watch it go from A to B.
It's not like your Amazon package where it's like, oh, you only get to see where it is 8 stops from your house.
And then some cunt throws it on your doorstep.
Oh, no, you get to see it start to finish. He's fully insured, professional,
and
reliable.
Is it like permanent live tracking? Like now we could dial up to see where he is.
Yeah.
Dial him up. Let's see where it is. Come on.
I'm about to see where Sam is.
Yeah.
Probably.
Whose wife? Where he is. Yeah.
Big up the AUTOMOVER for sponsoring this episode. At the end of the day, if you've got a vehicle that needs moving around and you don't really fancy trusting it into a car transporter that's putting it 3 mil from the car in front and couldn't really give less of a fuck about your car, to be honest, because he doesn't care, get in touch with the Automover, the sponsor of this episode. He's been sponsoring it for years now. You know the score.
20 grand's worth of debt, man.
I shouldn't have to preach to you. He's spent enough money with us. Why don't you spend a little bit with him? So yeah, if you got any of the above that you need moving, if it's got wheels, no wheels, a runner or non-runner, the Automover has got you covered in all areas. Check him out at www.theautomover.co.uk and use ITDH in the vehicle description for 10% off, Marlon.
70% off.
10% off, Marlon.
75.
10% off, Marlon.
10%.
Why does he pay us? Anyway, yeah, big up the Automover for sponsoring this episode. Check him out. Link in the description, link in the bio. You know the score by now. We're going to go get Drink of the Week, and we'll be back shortly. Love you, bye-bye. And we're back. It's time for Drink of the Week. Marlon, interesting one this week. All the way from
Canada,
eh? Yeah, big up. Our man, Mike Pelosi, trucking it old school for making his little trip, his annual trip over to the UK and making the effort to send us a wide selection, variety of Canadian beers. This one is fucking enormous. So yeah, without any further ado, Marlon, can you please read the marketing bullshit, eh?
Sorry, guy.
Molson Canadian Lager. Brewed with premium barley, the choicest hops, and no preservatives. Its taste as clean, crisp, and refreshing as the country it's named for.
Oh, like that. Short, sweet, to the point. No fucking waffle. I tell you, you can have a whole can, Marlon. You deserve it. Look at you. Me and Spunky are sharing. You have a little drop.
I'll have a little drop.
Have a little drop.
Because Marlon always finishes the whole can.
Yeah. It looks good, man. Oh, look, Marlon's getting straight into it.
710ml can, mind.
Ooh. I don't give you too much. Don't give you the poops. Please. The poops.
It's Budweiser, isn't it?
Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
not.
it is.
Surely, Marlon, you
light.
agree with me here.
No, it's light and
Budweiser.
it's crisp. It's not bad.
It's lovely.
It's all right.
Nah, it's like nothing I've ever tried. I won't lie. Usually you can taste something and be like, it's just like X.
That's fucking sessionable. Well, that's what it is. You could drink that all day, couldn't you?
That's that's 5%. That's a fairly strong beer. That's full fat.
But he's that light that you can fucking drink him all day.
Really
he starts off a
light.
bit dark, but he's very light.
Yeah.
That's absolute bullshit. But that's what I'm getting.
I'm so confused. I don't know where to go with this. I'm confused.
It's really good. I like that.
That's a real like proper summer day.
Yeah,
I call that like a
beer
proper
garden.
summer beer garden beer, but these bastards are all fucking 3 feet deep in snow here. But yeah, I like that. Eh?
Hey, gay. Hey.
What are you saying, Marlon? That is,
I like
that's
it. It's-
right up your street.
It's light, crisp. It's gorgeous.
I didn't have high hopes. I won't lie. I'm not a big fan of American and North American beers, I should say. But
Yeah, for God's sake, don't call them American.
yeah, North American. Yeah, that slaps. I'm all about that. What are you reckoning, Dave?
It's light and it tastes good still. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Really rate that.
I do too.
Love a wheat beer.
Yeah, it is. It's yeah. I don't know. It's like to be fair, when it came in a 700ml can, I was like, that better be light because that's gonna take some doing. But I suppose,
Really refreshing.
yeah, it's really sort of crisp, real like no bite to it. Just
Nice,
just light and
smooth.
cold and
I like, not be funny. Lager's never really been my drink. I've always been a Guinness man. You know, I've always liked a good thick stout or a good thick ale.
yeah.
But I could drink that.
That's
if I didn't
banging.
shit myself, I'd drink that quite happy. That's really nice. I like
I tell you what,
I really
fuck,
like it.
that can have a 5. That's having a
God
5.
damn.
That's having a 5. Marlon, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah?
I love it. Love it.
Yeah, yeah, 5.
Everyone,
Five.
5! Oh, shit!
You're joking.
It's got the perfect score. I didn't have high hopes. I really didn't.
Do you know what? It's just nice.
Just a nice.
It's just a nice
yeah.
beer. I like it.
Top work, Mike. That's fucking
Yeah,
spot
thank
on,
you,
mate.
Mike. That's brilliant. So that's what's it called? Oh, yeah.
Molson Canadian Lager.
Molson Canadian Lager. Right, before we get into the rest of the episode, massive shout out to FDR 4x4. Marlon, you know better than anyone. How important is it to have a decent parts supplier?
It is absolutely invaluable. Imagine ringing up fucking Euro, getting the wrong part time after time, speaking to somebody who doesn't really know what they're talking about. You want a MAF sensor, you get a map sensor. Imagine just being able to talk to the guys at FDR, describe what you want. They've gone, yep, and know exactly what you're talking about. When do you need it by?
Exactly. This is invaluable experience that the guys over there have got. And you're not just speaking to some minimum wage fucker who sat behind a parts counter. Just, oh, yeah, mate, yeah. Like I said in the last time they sponsored a show. Oh, Drive, what I need, right, is the clip that goes behind the door card on the 90. Not the Defender, the 90. They're going to know exactly what you're talking about. They're going to know the part number. They're probably going to know what it costs ex-VAT. Straight off the top of their head. That kind of experience is just perfect. Exactly what you need. It doesn't matter if you are balls deep in a full restoration job, whether you're just doing home repairs, or whether you're a garage that are looking for a decent part supplier who are going to get you exactly what you need when you need it, and it's always the right part, and it's always in stock and available.
Imagine that. It just sounds like heaven.
So not only that, they are a Mayer UK dealer and stockist, which is Galv chassis. So as I said, if you are big into your restoration jobs, it's very important to get a decent chassis because there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of people knocking them out.
We're in the middle of doing one at the minute. The chassis not quite amazing.
Not all chassis are created equal, Marlon.
They're not,
as you know.
They're not.
So having a reliable supplier for a decent chassis is important. They stock genuine OE and aftermarket parts, so there is something for every budget on there. Land Rover's all they do. It's all they do. They drive them, they race them, they build them, they repair them, they do everything.
They love them.
It's not just some faceless firm that just decided doing Land Rover parts was a bit of a quick money maker. No. These guys absolutely eat, sleep, and breathe Land Rover. They sell online, a full online store, but they also, you can ring them up. Just ring them up. And if you're struggling for a part and you say, look, this one, I don't know whether to go for this one or this one, they'll probably be able to tell you exactly what you need and whether it'll fit or not. Or actually, that one that you want to put in there, you're going to need to get this part to make it fit if you want to put that on there. That kind of knowledge is exactly what you need when it comes to Land Rovers, as you know better than anyone. And it's run by enthusiasts for enthusiasts, which is really important. So big up the boys, FDR 4x4. Check them out. Link in the episode description. Link in the bio. FDR4x4.co.uk. Big up to them sponsoring the show. Right, Marlon. I said to you today, Marlon, I have another episode idea, and I said I think we should do. Everyone's been asking for it, but you keep saying no.
Order! Order!
GILO wants to be getting on a political rant, but you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. I thought, the political sphere is getting a bit wild at the moment. The elections
It's getting a bit spicy out there.
It's all getting a little bit fruity out on these streets. So I thought we'd do a little political rant. And Marlon, your main job is to go, order, order.
There's a lot of orders there.
There's a lot of orders. Yeah.
Order!
So
That's a better one. Use that one.
I would say we're going to try and put the world to rights. I imagine there's going to be a lot of cussing. Would you like to start us off, GILO? What would you like to get off your chest in this political
The
melting pot in which we find ourselves?
Right, the political, as some of you may or may not be aware, we are at the start of.
And thanks for joining us.
Hang on, you pulled that joke.
Yeah. He gets one thing, he finds it funny, he rolls with it, doesn't he? You know what I mean? He just keeps going, He'll kill it. He'll just, you know what I mean?
Order!
How long do you think it took for Nonce to fuck off? You know what I mean?
I nearly spat out my delicious beer.
I'm getting the worst.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who missed it, there it is. As some may be aware, a general election has been called by that.
I had one of them last night.
By a very wet, sad-looking man.
Fucking, I tell you what, if you ever needed a picture to the fuck.
That was good.
Killed himself.
That was good. I missed that for a minute, and I wondered why you were laughing, and then it clicked.
right.
So
Just for listeners, Gilo's got his iPad up. He's got his notes.
I've got.
He's got his Apple Pencil, and he's ready to start taking. Actually, Reg, I think you're fine.
You're
You
fine.
can go fuck yourself.
Basically, because
He's
I'm
playing Flappy Bird. It's all right.
Is that the title of the video, was it? That was a slow burn, wasn't it?
She got her. We got her. Yeah. So a very drip wet, fucking dishevelled, sad-looking man who knew his fate.
I think, yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
He's just. To be fair, we never elected the little prick.
We've not elected anyone since Boris, and I miss him a little bit. I kind of miss him.
So you had Boris, we had Corbyn. You know what I mean? It was one of those.
Yeah,
He was a bit out there. He's a bit west, but you know what I mean. He
was
well.
that. He was
Boris
the-
made things fun.
Yeah, but Boris was a fucking idiot.
But they all are.
Yeah, they are. But Boris was a dangerous idiot.
Yeah,
You know, the problem is
he was only sort of pulled in rank by COVID, wasn't he?
Well, he had to, and then look what he
But
did.
imagine how much fun he would have been without COVID, regardless of all the giving all the NHS contracts, all of his mates, and
We'd all
slowly
be riding fucking
dismantling our
non-spikes
country.
and
You know what I mean? It's just Boris. Problem is, Boris is a result of. Remember the old was it the Screaming Loony Raving Party?
Monster Raven Looney,
Monster Raven Loony Party.
Screaming Lord.
That was
That's the one.
almost a myth in my memory. I wasn't around for that. I don't think.
It is. I think it had its height in like the 90s and 80s, didn't it?
mid 90s.
Yeah.
Where it sort of died.
Everyone
Well, he
had to
died,
wear
didn't he?
purple hats on a Tuesday, or you'd be shot.
That's
sort
it.
of thing. Yeah.
Well, it's like what's his name?
Count Binface.
Al Binface.
Yeah, man.
That's the boy.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
He got more votes than Lawrence Fox in the mayoral run.
But the problem is, this is the issue with the British sense of humour. Because let's be fair, they're all fucking idiots.
yeah, no matter
They are
who
all
you
fucking
put
idiots.
up there, they're all going
So-
to do a shit job. They're all
So
cunts.
you just go, do you know what? Let's let the bumbling idiot have a fucking go. And that's what Boris was. Now, it was funny to start with. And then it started turning a little bit, you know what I mean? The ex-leader of the Billington Party, he fucking let loose.
The Bullingdon Club.
Bullingdon Club, sorry. And, him and his big fucking mate, which they pulled back in. You know, it's how bad they got. They contemplated getting Boris back in, and they did get David Cameron back in.
I know they got Cameron
Cameron
back in.
wasn't that bad though, really.
No, he's just a fucking
Or did he
cuck, wasn't he?
No, because he basically, because of Cameron, Brexit happened.
Well, he didn't want it to happen.
No,
Well, no, but he thought
he
was
gave us
idiots.
idiots the vote.
He was they were.
It didn't go
we
his
were
way, and he's like,
he
I don't
quit.
want to captain a ship that's going
Yeah.
where I don't want to go. And
the Tories were
respect
losing
it.
ground to UKIP. This was the problem. So they thought, well, if we just give them what they want and they don't get it, then they'll stop voting
But
UKIP.
the
The problem
problem-
is they got it.
The problem is most of the information that the Leave campaign
Yeah.
put out there was bullshit. Absolute bollocks. No fact at all.
Yeah, but also, I voted Leave, and I didn't vote Leave because of what was written on the side of a bus. I thought we'd be better off without Europe and their silly rules. But
Yeah.
as it turns out, we are worse than Europe. So that wasn't. It wasn't
Well-
because I was lied to on the side of a bus. I didn't see that slogan and think they were going
Right.
to fund the NHS that much. I thought Europe makes silly rules. We should fucking make our own rules. And
Yeah.
it turns out we're worse than Europe. So
Oh yeah.
that wasn't ever
It-
advertised.
No.
Look what, like, particularly with farming, like they've screwed over farming quite a bit. Compared,
Well, I got my own opinions about all that, and I don't really. Well, I don't want to voice.
Get
it.
on and get some reckoning done, son.
Let me just have another sip of this go-go juice. There we go. Well, I think the problem is it's all subsidies, and I'm a sort of pseudo-libertarian capitalist, which doesn't really, they don't really coexist, but that's where I sort of
They do now.
that's where I sort of find myself, which is, if a business can't stand on its own 2 feet without subsidies from the government, is it really a business that should survive?
But the problem is,
but the business can't choose how much it sells its product for. It's not in control. It's being governed to what they
by other
can
pies.
sell their stuff for.
Yeah, well, but this was the whole idea of leaving Europe, is that we weren't then bound to these rules that Europe had, and I don't think there should be. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it because it's just not something I want to get into, and that's not because I don't know enough about it. I clearly know I don't know enough about it, but I don't think an entire industry should be propped up by the government. And a lot of
But you can say that about the rail industry.
Put it this way, and this is going to upset a lot of fucking people, but I'm going to say it.
No, really?
There's a lot of farmers out there that are only in business because of subsidies. And that's the only reason they turn a profit. And if the only reason you turn a profit is because you trim your hedges at certain times a year and you abide to these sort of things that are good for the environment, is it really a business? I don't...
Yeah, but is farming a business or is it a way of life?
It's a way of life, absolutely. But if what you're producing isn't making enough money, the profit motive is the profit you're gaining from the produce you're producing isn't enough to sustain you, and the only reason you're in business is because you're being backed by the government. I mean, you don't have to say that for farming. There's a lot of industries out there that literally survive on subsidies, but I don't think
I can see what you're
it's
saying.
Very easy for me. It's
If
very
we were
easy for me to say in the position that I'm in, because I know that,
because you run a successful farm.
Yes, exactly. And I think if I wasn't in a position that I'm in now, and I was relying on 30, 40, 50 grand a year to be in the fucking black, then maybe I'd have a different point of view. But
I get what you're saying, because if our steel industry was still going at a loss and being propped up by billions of pounds from the taxpayer, there'd be questions.
This is the whole reason we don't have a steel industry, and the whole reason we don't have a coal industry is because you could say a lot of bad things about Maggie Thatcher, and I'll say a lot of bad things about her as well. But you cannot run all these industries at a loss and prop them up by the government just because you want them in-house. Want to have it, exactly. Want to have it in house, and if there's cheaper stuff available abroad.
But the problem is,
it's all about supply and demand. If there's no demand for what you've got at the price you've got it, then you have to adjust. Which is the problem with the EU. They were putting in a lot of rules that were making it nearly impossible to produce it at that thing, and we've come around full circle then to EU enforcing these laws. We were the only ones that enforced them. The rest of the EU didn't, but we all had to play to this level playing field where we were allowed to import stuff with zero tariff on it, which then made it a completely unfair
that hadn't had to go through the same
exactly
hoops that our farmers.
And then I've sort of come around full circle and almost invalidated my own point. But that's just how I feel about it. And
but shouldn't it be on the government to make a situation where you can produce food at well, let's look at the bureaucracy in farming. Anybody who's watched Clarkson's Farm has seen the paperwork you boys have got to go through.
Oh, yeah,
right?
God.
It's fucking crazy.
Everyone thinks
shouldn't the government make
idiot,
it easier?
Idiot farmers. Oh no, we know more about paperwork than most people.
Shouldn't the government put it in basically make an environment so that farmers can grow food, produce food at a price that they make money on it?
Yeah.
But it also then doesn't. But then low income families can still
across
eat
the
food.
board. We want to be on our high horse, saying we do everything that we can, and we fucking make people drive electric cars.
Yeah.
But India can back up their fucking pickup and dump rubbish into the ocean.
Don't get me started on
it's one of those
Southeast
things.
Asia.
But we'll also buy the Indian fucking food because it's cheaper. So it's one of those things. We have to follow the rules. That leads to stuff being more expensive.
This is the problem with always finding this middle ground. You find yourself in a situation where, you think you're doing right by one thing, but at the same time you're supporting something that's fucking awful at the same time.
Yeah.
And if you 6 of one, half dozen of the other, you're always going to end up in the middle going, oh fuck.
Well, I work for the government, so I know the bureaucracy. I can't even fucking say.
I do take my hat off to you because I fucking work for them.
But
don't know.
it's the amount.
Well, we all do.
Yeah, well, we all technically do. You know what I mean? Some of us do. But the amount of paperwork and red tape you do, and it's crazy. But the problem is the government's full of people that need to justify their position. Network Rail's the same. We've got thousands of people that if we got fucking shot at them, it'd actually be an efficient railway. But like you put a purchase, like say I want to go and buy something and I want a purchase order. I have to send that email to 6 different people to get all 6 of them say okay to buy. You know,
By the time you paid their wages to look at that email, you could have bought the fucking thing anyway.
That's it.
This is
it's the story across the board on every industry.
That's it. But also, you know, it's like I was talking to somebody about it the other day. I wanted to get some M10 by 25 bolts, 100 bolts. Right? I don't know. I fucking argument's sake, say a tenner.
About 13 quid.
13, yeah, 10. We'll say tenner to make it a bit easier. So that cost me a tenner to buy it, right? Now that where I'll use approved suppliers.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know this story.
Yeah, this one. So I went into a Fasters who were on the approved suppliers list with my purchase order, which I spoke to 6 fucking people to get.
Forged all 6 signatures.
Yeah, Jesus, I had to wait 2 weeks for the fucking email to come back.
Only wanted 2 bolts.
That's all I wanted. The rest of them for a home job.
That's what it's like at my farm. Eric, can you pick me up a new deawning iron? Oh, hang on a minute. I got to go through the levels of purchasing.
So basically, went into the Fastness and he gave me the bill. £110 he charged for that.
What?
£110.
Because you get the Network Rail price.
Network Rail price.
Same when we've done
The
work
government's paying.
down Hinkley Point. Same story. They have to use approved suppliers or it has to be traceable.
Yeah.
We were doing some temporary flooring for the MCR that was going in. And we were using like 4x25 screws. They were all bought from Amazon in packs of 100. The price they paid for these screws was probably 10 times the amount. If we just got them from Hayfley, which would have been better quality screws, you buy them 1,000 at a time and you get a discount for the more you buy. But because some twat in an office doesn't know what they're doing and they can prove, it's bought from here, they were cardboard boxes with like 100 screws in each fucking box. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that's just small scale.
Yeah,
we were doing
this is
a bit of woodwork. They're doing nuclear reactor stuff. Like, proper stuff behind us.
This is the problem, and this sort of leads on to something else I wanted to talk about, which was the argument for, you know, free market versus, you know, privatization versus nationalization.
Nationalisation, yeah.
This is the problem, and I have viewpoints on both sides. Half of me, full-blown capitalist, you know, let the free market decide, you know, let everyone make money, but then you get yourself in a position where we are now, where we've privatized the water, we've privatized the energy. Royal fucking Mail is being sold to a foreign investor.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
To be fair, they haven't been royal in a while.
No.
I thought they were already private, to be honest.
Yeah, no, they kind of are, but but
do you know what fucked Royal Mail? When the government said that
they split it from the post office, didn't they?
What they did was the government turned around and said that anybody could use the Royal Mail infrastructure to send parcels for 13p a time. So the Royal Mail
crippled it.
And basically, Royal Mail couldn't compete price-wise for it. So whoever, say Amazon or whatever, they were chucking stuff into Royal Mail, big boxes, small boxes, whatever, for 13p an item.
They're laughing.
And it just fucked them. Absolutely fucked them. And it just
swamped it.
Yeah.
And this is why, like, everything Royal Mail
was that a deliberate move?
Who knows?
Well,
Probably.
I mean, we've privatized energy, we've privatized oil, we've privatized everything. The only thing we've got left is the NHS,
which is on its ass.
Exactly, and I think they're defunding it to a point where the only option will be, it's so bad, we're just gonna if we privatize it, it'll be so much better.
This is exactly.
Can the model actually work though?
What, privatization of the NHS?
No, keeping it.
No, I don't.
No, I think
I don't think it's.
I genuinely think it could. And sorry to interrupt.
Of course it could. We have so much fucking money in this country. I don't give a shit what the governments say. We have enough money to fund the NHS and make it work. Every other first world fucking country has fucking socialized healthcare. Every country, apart from America. Every country has it and always makes it work. Look at all the Nordic states. They have some of the highest.
They're an exception because they're some of the very well run,
and they have some of the highest taxes in the world. But they have incredible
natural resources,
incredible healthcare infrastructure. We have one of the highest GDPs in the world. This country, but
we're full of fucking idiots that need to go up the chain to buy some bolts.
Yeah. This is the but I just
I'm with you what you're saying, but what The NHS, yes, it will work. It could work. It should
work.
And the issue you have got, again, is people got their own agendas. And like, I've got a hernia and I can't get an appointment. I've got an email. I got it through a day from I'm having to look to go private to get my hernia operation done because it's fucking agony. And I can't get an appointment at any of our local hospitals to get just to see the consultant, let alone do the fucking work.
I know.
And this is the reason why I'm out of getting out of a job, because people with agendas are running my job, running it down. We are for track maintenance and repair and realignment and reballasting. We are at least £100,000 a shift cheaper than Colas or any other privatised rail companies that do the same work. Yet our director of route services was turning work away from the regional controls. They were like asking, "Can we do this? No, we can't do it. We can't do it. We're not available. We can't do it." So they were purposely running us down so that on paper
you're not profitable.
Right, that's it. We're not profitable, and then that's us out of fucking. And this is why I'm now in a situation where I'm losing my job along with we don't know how many, because they made these big fucking statements and made no fucking. They didn't think about it.
No.
They just like, right, that's it, we're selling a lot. Fucking fire sale. Get rid of shot of it.
The bridge
600 fucking blokes, let's go.
Oh no, the bridge I said I'd have to cross when I got here. Shit.
Yeah, that's it. Not be funny, people. Don't get anywhere near a fucking train for the next 5 fucking years. That's all I'm saying.
I wasn't planning on it.
Don't do it.
But
because no one's looking after the fucking rail at the moment.
Going back to the NHS, like this is how mad it is, right? This is how fucking
collectively around the table, we probably pay $3.5-4 grand a month.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. I make jokes.
I'm on the 40% tax bracket now. So
yeah,
you know
all of us, absolutely. I mean, we always say fiddle our tax. There's no way of getting around it. We do all pay an incredible amount of tax.
This is just 4 people. There's millions of us paying into this. Where is it all going?
When I see her pay, she makes more money than I do. When I see her pay slip, I wince at what she pays in tax.
Just stop looking at mine.
Do you know how government works? You pay £100 in tax and get £10 back in services. That's how tax works.
Yeah, that's it. Bang on the money.
It's so mental.
But the problem is, what's the answer? Because we tried to privatise. There isn't. We tried the privatisation model. That hasn't worked.
It
hasn't.
I'm all for capitalism, but there are certain things.
But the problem is, you then with things like NHS, with public services, you start bringing profit into it.
Anything for the public good should not be privatised.
No.
But then we get.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think we should have our water and energy back, and
that's it.
Fucking Thatcher, and I know she did a lot of good. She also did a lot of fucking bad.
Fuck me, did she do some bad?
Right, and I know
council
a lot of people
houses
in Wales and up north, and the council houses, awful things. She do a lot of good.
The council houses, it work a bit harder than buy your own house.
Jesus Christ. But
I'm raising a council house, you can't, right? What do you think? All right.
But if you're going back to the NHS thing, this is how mental it's gotten, right? So my grandfather had a problem with his back. It was not severe, but it had been going on for a long time. They actually looked into it because he's, from the older generation, leave it. Oh, I can barely walk. So the NHS doesn't have the capacity to fix it because they haven't got surgeons all the time, or there's a massive backlog. So the NHS paid for him to go to a private clinic to have it fixed.
What the fuck's that about?
How does that make financial sense? How? Well, we've got no money, but we can pay for a private clinic to do the surgery.
But the problem is they're stuck in a rock and a hard place because the ministers have turned around and said, right, you will be seen by X, Y, Z. Long list of fucking health ministers have said this. Yet the NHS is woefully underfunded.
Oh yeah,
it's woefully underfunded.
I think it's woefully undermanaged. They don't have a joint computer system. The
whole thing's a mess.
No.
If you've sent someone in there from fucking a well-run business, send Jeff Bezos in.
Oh, fuck me, you squared a place right up.
Anyone who's got logistics down to an art, which, for good or bad, Amazon does.
He'd keep all the people on the floor that do the work. He'd probably sack half of the office staff.
Yeah.
Put it all on one computer system and fucking run it properly.
This is all it needs is a massive overhaul. Someone to go.
Cunt's still on MS-DOS.
They need to say, right, don't be ill for a few fucking months. We're going to shut the computer system down. We're going to redo it all. We're closed for refurb.
Includes roof.
And we'll come back better.
Nobody die for a minute, all right?
But
This,
like everything, we're at the point where you can't turn back, you can't fix it. It's fucked. It doesn't matter who's in power. It's all just.
I think it can be fixed. I think nothing is so broken that it can't be fixed. Big Jack Spanner's quote there.
I don't know. Your P38's pretty wanked.
Again, no. There's nothing that's so far gone that it can't be fixed. It can be done. There's just no will and no want to do it.
but the problem is, again,
And then
But there is. The entire nation wants it fixed and it wants it better. But you've got these bellends up there.
It does come to a point where some things do need to be put down. I'm not saying the NHS is one of them.
no, not be funny. The NHS is a fucking jewel in the crown. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah.
Everybody wants it. That's the one thing
Everyone.
on both sides of the aisle
Yeah.
loves.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to sacrifice and doesn't want to lose. And it's this carrot that they dangle over us come every election cycle. More nurses, more doctors.
But the problem is they're not
better
paying the
pay.
nurses.
But they won't. This is the thing. It's all bollocks. They won't fucking do it.
No, if they spent the money, not be funny. I got some friends who are nurses. I got a friend of mine who's a doctor, and they don't do it for the money. They do it because
If they want to do it for the money, they go private.
of course they would.
And
Of course they would.
they go do plastic surgery.
Have you asked
They
them
go
if
do
if
teeth.
they do it for cash?
I have suggested it actually. You know what I mean? I did offer them a slab of Guinness and a fucking cuddle. You know what I mean? What are we saying? I'll do it on the table right here now. Now, let's go. But yeah, people do it like doctors, right? To go through medical school, you have to have exemplary qualifications. There's A stars all the way.
You have to do it
You
for the
have
love
to-
of the job.
You could go, all right, they don't get paid horrendous in comparison, but what the potential they could earn doing something else. So, you know, they do it for the love.
Yeah,
you know
if you're
what I
going
mean?
to put that much time and effort into learning a
That's it,
trade
that's
or
it.
being a specialist in a certain
Yeah,
field,
yeah.
you can, if you apply that anywhere else,
Yeah.
you'd be on.
You could
double.
take that, you could take
And
your
then-
qualifications and you could go and work fucking anywhere, do anything else, and you could earn a fuck ton more.
And you could be one of these surgeons out in LA that make millions and millions and millions every year.
and get to look at big ass titties.
Yeah.
Big ass titties.
And but the guys that actually just work solely for the NHS and never go private or whatever, those are the real kings. I mean, the guys that do a bit of private work as well just to keep the bills paid, fair play to you. Like, I'm not taking nothing away from that.
No wrong with them.
Or even the guys that just work private, if you want to make your money, fine. But there's the guys that stick it out there. For nothing.
But the prime example, like the dental scandal with the NHS, like they were like, oh, we don't.
I'm not going to get started on dentistry. I'll let you take this one
Oh,
because
okay.
I take a lot of flack for dentists. And vets as well. No, I'm joking.
But basically, like NHS for years would only pay a certain amount for dentistry work. So of course, dentists are going, well, we can't actually physically do it for that money.
Well, they could.
Well, they could, but they couldn't, could they? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're still a business. You know what I mean? And they're going, well, it's going to cost us basically that to do the job, but you're only paying us half of that. So we've got the option to go private. We're going to go private and earn some money.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
But
They
why
do-
was that
and-
ever like,
Do you want me to explain it?
yeah.
So this is how it was explained to me by my father-in-law, who is an ex-dental practice owner.
He'd probably fucking know.
Yeah, he knows. So basically, what happened when Labour came in '97? Let's say, do you know? Yeah, when Blair came in,
Yeah, about that. So
it was actually Blair that fucked it up. So the cost of dentistry for the NHS was about to crack $1 billion, and the problem
He was like, we need that billion for a wall.
well, no, the problem was that it's kind of it was kind of unpredictable, and they said, look, it's gonna what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do. So a lot of dentists basically had NHS patients, and they were able to make money out of the NHS patients. It wasn't like, you make more money going private, but you do more trade, through NHS. You'd be able to bill the NHS as a private dentistry to look after NHS patients. I might be slightly askew on this, but I'm trying my best. And so they moved to a band system where it's band A, band B, band C, and band D. And that was graded on the amount of work you needed doing. So if I went in, like I've been in before, like years ago, I went in, needed like 8 fillings or something. But because it only fell under the bracket of fillings, which is like band A, I only had to pay 80 quid. Not 80 quid a tooth, just 80 quid flat fee. And then you find, and you end up with the problem is the dentist is losing money because you're in that chair for a few hours having that done, and he's making a complete loss on that. And then, the problem was over COVID, from what I understand, reading between the
Well,
lines
before
of it.
that as well, but
Well, yeah, but during COVID, if you didn't go in for a year, they had the eligibility to strike you off the NHS list.
Yeah.
So if you didn't go in for a year, and in COVID, no one was going in for checkups, they take you off the list, and then it's a dental, they call it a dental desert in the Southwest, because there is literally no space on any NHS registers for dentists. So you have to go private. And then this is the problem. When you privatize healthcare, which I classify dentistry as, you end up in a position where, like I said it probably about a year ago, I had a root canal done, cost me £600. And then they said, oh, we'll get you booked in a couple of weeks to have a crown done. I was like, how much is that going to be? Oh, it's going to be another £600. That's £1,200 on one tooth. I do all right. I'm not a man that's struggling. I wasn't paying that. I was like, that's going to
cut out.
That is an enormous.
That's
a hell of that's months worth of savings on one tooth just because it's shagged. Where's the NHS helping me out with this? Oh, they're not, because they're not paying the dentists enough. The dentists have got to make enough money to make it work, and I understand that, but it's madness.
It literally gets to the point now. It's like myself. Like if my fucking teeth, I haven't seen a dentist in 10 years. Longer than that, I think, probably, actually. Before my daughter was born, she's 16 now. And
I just go in when I've got a problem.
Yeah, and I will go in there and I will say, right, how much does it have it out? Oh, well, we can do that. I don't give a fuck. How much does it have it out? Which is cheaper, the treatment or to have it out? And they're like, oh, it's 100-something odd quid have it out. Right, get
1,200 quid to repair it or 120 to pull it.
Pull the cunt.
Pull the cunt.
Pull the cunt.
Exactly.
I will gum the fuck out of that steak if I have to. You know what I mean?
And then what?
Suck it dry.
What really fucks me off is when they do this little assessment and then they turn around in their chair and go to the computer and you're like, great, here comes the price list. And I'm like, this is really not something I'm familiar with, having something wrong with my body and then getting a fucking bill for it. And as British people, we're not accustomed to that because we've always had the NHS. And then they go, oh, it's going to be, this much for that and this much for that. And if I really wanted my whole mouth fixed, I'd need about 3 implants and they're, I think, $2,500 a piece. I'm looking at the no change out of 15 grand to have my teeth looking immaculate.
Go to Turkey.
Yeah. And
but the problem is you go to Turkey.
That's the thing. If you say to a dentist over here, oh, if I might fuck this off and go over to Turkey, they go, oh, no.
Yeah, but you know what they do with the turkey teeth?
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And I'm like, well, what choice do we fucking have?
Make the fucking prices reasonable.
Basically, what they do with the turkey teeth,
they grind them all down.
They grind them down to nubs. And then that only lasts 10 fucking years anyway.
Yeah, they do. But at the same time, what a person a person who's got a completely wrecked mouth, you're going to walk into a dentist in the UK who's going to charge you what, 30? You're not going to get any change out of 30 grand for a full mouth restoration. Or you go to Turkey, spend 7 grand, and that's 7 grand is going to get you most of your teeth implanted.
Yeah.
And a set of veneers is what, 1,500, 2 grand, including flights and hotel accommodation and food. But so
what's the other option though? Why should fucking Toothless Tony from fucking Bristol, who's on benefits, get a 15 grand mouth job for free?
This is
there you go.
Yeah. Why are we penalised being the ones that I'm not?
I think it should be on a how much
Brexit
tax you pay depends on how much of a service you get.
I don't know. I judge a society
on
how it
can
looks
pay
out
until you
most
get out.
least fortunate.
That's not a great way to run a business, is it?
I can speak on this on both sides of the table. Obviously, when I grew up, my mum was ill, really ill, and my dad had to give up work to look after mum. So we were the archetypal, benefits family. There were no money. It weren't like sort of babies. Oh yeah, they got fucking this and that and this and that. We had fuck all. We literally had fuck all. We had a mobility car for mum, which was a little fucking micro thing, and that was the only vehicle we had, and that was it. You know what I mean? Other than that, it'd have been dad's old fucking. What do you have? Fucking Austin Marina fucking thing. Horrendous. Old school.
Your sex.
That is where basically beige with wheels. That was like
proper pussy magnet.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! If you're about 85, missing teeth. But yeah, we had absolutely fuck all. And it wasn't the old man's fault. Mum was very ill. She was severely disabled, and that was the end of it. And so the help that we did get from the government fed us, clothed us, got us through life. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm older. I work. I've got a good job. I get
I don't
a
think
good pay.
anyone's going to have a problem with that.
No,
And-
because it was a genuine need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't bumdossers,
I couldn't have put it any better than that.
That's it.
but you got these cunts walking around with fucking.
This is it. This is the other side of the argument. We pulled ourselves from poverty, pretty much. You know what I mean? We both got trade. I mean, my brother both got trades. We got jobs, and we worked all the way through to get ourselves. You know, like now I'm in a position. I'm buying a house. Brother's got a new place. You know, we're getting there. You know what I mean? But then you get these generational disability, generational benefit, not scroungers, but certain areas, there is no fucking work. There is no
This
fucking
is the
work.
problem. I think a lot of people get labelled as benefit scroungers, dossers. And some of the places in the north, there's no work.
There's nothing.
There's no work up there to be done. And there's there is work, just no one wants to do it. Genuinely isn't.
You can't find it.
And they say, relocate. And it's just,
Yeah. You know how easy it is to fucking relocate?
yeah, it's not that easy.
No.
If you're living in a council house in the north where there's no work and, half of your street doesn't work and is all on benefits, what are you going to do? Just move to the south to where? With what money?
Yeah.
How are you
gonna
just
get
apply to get a council house? It doesn't work like that.
There aren't the council houses for you to do it.
No,
for a start.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because
they could all stop popping out kids with all their spare time.
But the problem is, that's fucking, they're making money on it, aren't they? They're making money on it.
And you can't, I
Get
don't,
the child benefit out of that.
The older
You've
I
got
get,
4 or 5 kids.
the older I
child
get, the
benefit.
more I realise you can't penalise a person for procreating, can you? People do want to have a family, and just because they're in a shit
the Chinese
situation,
did.
just because you're in a the one child rule, yeah, they got rid of that. Look where it landed them, the biggest superpower in the world.
But yeah, it's everybody's got their own individual situations, be it the lack of work, the lack of education, the lack of trade, the lack of skill. It's like we're all, we've all got sort of trades, like farming, mechanics, engineering, plumbing, dossing.
I'm going to be a doctor. driver.
Be part-time. But we were lucky to be in situations where we could find to get apprenticeships. Right? So I did an apprenticeship at Sheldon's in Wales. That's why I served my time. But I wouldn't have got that unless there was an engineering firm that I could work at to get my apprenticeship. And you get areas where the industry's gone. So say it was a big steel town, Sheffield, places like that. All that's gone. All that skill base is gone because all them boys are retired off or died or whatever. And you haven't got places like firms that are taking on apprentices because obviously if a large industry goes, the support industry goes with it.
Yeah.
And so it's an absolute fucking desert for fucking employment. So where are the kids that going to get that?
Get a minimum wage job at Amazon working 20 hours a day or whatever.
That's it.
Disgusting.
Or McDonald's. You know what I mean?
I can see the lack of attractiveness in working in McDonald's for your whole life. I do. The older I get, the more of an apologist I am for. I don't think there really is this many benefit cheats and bum dossers, and
I don't think if you look at the whole budget of what the government spends, I don't think a massive percent is on dossers.
But
there's a lot of it that's wasted on other shit. And
we are sort of taught to demonize these people
because it's a good soundbite.
This imaginary boogeyman of the benefit cheats and the bum. It's always on TV. I've got 15 kids and I'm on benefits and I've got a 15-bed house. It's bollocks. This is not the case.
Yeah, well, they're sliding 15 billion to someone to make some masks for.
Exactly.
That's it. But it's good distraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like immigration. Oh, it's them coming across in a fucking boat.
Start shooting the boats. I want to go back
It's all
to
sleight of hand.
apprenticeships a minute.
Yeah.
So we got offered an apprentice for this year.
Yeah.
I can't take him on because I physically don't have the time to train anyone because I have no proper, fully skilled workers.
That's your problem.
So it's a vicious circle. I can't take an apprentice on and train him up because I don't have the time to train him up because I have no staff.
Well, maybe there's some staff up north that want to come down then.
But again, we're in a position where how can anyone afford to come down here? The house prices are insane. What we were just talking about.
I'm moving to Scotland because I earn 65k a year and I can't buy a house in the fucking southwest. So I have to leave everything I've known and my children to go and buy a place. You know,
Yeah.
all right, I could buy a small pokey little fucking 2 up, 2 down. I'd be mortgaged to the fucking hilt to do it, but I could do that and be close to my children. But fortunately, I'm in a position where 1, my kids live with their mum, and 2, my kids are teenagers now. That I can go right now. I'm gonna, because I could have moved years ago. I wanted to move years ago, but my kids were small, and I wasn't going to leave them. Now my kids are teenagers. They're doing their own thing. They don't need me around so much. They don't need me there instantly, if you know what I mean. So, obviously, a discussion with my kids, with the ex-wife as well. I said, look, this is what I want to do. I want to buy a decent-sized property that I can actually build myself, grow old in, do everything I want to do. I want to have get
Forever
my
home.
a forever home, and that's what I want. And I'm not going to find that down there, so I have to go hundreds of miles away to do it. So you know what I mean. What chance do I? But what I'm worried about is what chance do my fucking kids have?
This is it. Marlon, put yourself in this position, right? Imagine you are a first-time buyer and you are buying your house at what it's worth now on the wage you were on as a first-time buyer.
Absolutely couldn't do it.
Not a
there
chance.
would be
Not a chance would I be able to afford this place.
buying that house nearly 10 years ago.
Yeah, like, I know roughly what you paid for it, and I know roughly what it's worth now. Not a chance. First-time buyer, no
we
way.
mortgaged ourselves like
Silly.
we had nothing left, and we did fuck all for a long time.
What was it worth?
Yeah, as a
I've,
first-time
I've
buyer.
just, I've just paid that for my first house, and it's a fucking stretch.
Yeah, that's it.
and look
Like,
how much
we-
work you got to do it.
Yeah,
that's it.
and
Ours
I
was-
like after my taxes are done, I don't know. Like I didn't earn very much for like the 2 first years of being self-employed, which they went off. I think after tax it was like 26 grand I earned.
Yeah.
And similar for the missus, so we could only borrow like 200. We had to put down a massive fucking deposit, stretch ourselves. We're now spending fucking like 30 grand plus on renovating.
It's
it.
fucking
I
crazy.
mean, you're
It's
in a.
fucking
I'm not going to say
ridiculous.
fortunate position because you've worked as hard as you have to get to where you are, made the decisions you have. There's no luck involved, really. You've just done well at what you do. But not everyone is in that situation, are they?
No.
You know, where they. I always think a person that's working at Tesco's 9 to 5, and a partner that's doing the same, if not doing a part-time job while raising children, should be able to afford a house.
But that's
But
the
they
thing.
can't.
No,
You can't buy, a property on your own.
no,
You can't do it.
No, you just
Just can't do it. Or like, if,
and not
if-
unless you've
Got a wedge behind
Yeah,
you.
so-
Then you
somebody's
circle
fucking
back
died and left
to
you
what
some
causes
money.
that. The lack of housing demands the price up.
Yeah.
The lack of housing is because there's too much population on our small little island. Not that immigration or anything is bad. That's
No,
what
no,
built
it's
our country
too many
back up
fucking
after
people.
the war and keeps our economy going. But there's too many of us for the space we've got. We can't build on that land. We can't build on that land. They
Yeah.
keep building in places that
Shouldn't
aren't
be built on.
convenient. Like,
that's a fucking floodplain down there.
Yeah.
yeah, we keep
They're
tarmac.
They're gonna knock
At some
250
point,
houses
if you
up
were
on
to
it.
keep up with the housing demand, in 50 years, the entire of the UK would be tarmac and all housing.
Yeah.
And what do you do then? What way out
We
is
would have
there
sunk.
other than people stop having children?
The mass sterilization.
But
Almost like there was a
that's a
vaccine
joke
a
as
few
well.
years ago, wasn't there?
That's a joke as well, because if you look at Japan, their
Their birth rate
population,
is aging population.
yeah, so they are completely fucked in the future. There's
Yeah.
no turning that around at the moment.
No.
They've got so many old people going into retirement and not enough young people coming in.
but
because
there's
they
like
haven't-
pay for it all.
towns. There's towns that are empty because there's no the young
No,
people.
that was the bombs. No,
Wow.
it wasn't. I'm joking. It wasn't because there wasn't actually that much
Basically,
nuclear
they had the,
fallout.
the entire
trams
world
running in 2 days.
needs COVID to happen again and it to actually work and knock us back a bit. Like
I
the
hear a
Black Plague.
conspiracy theory coming on there.
There's no way out. Wherever you look, it's worldwide. It's not because the Conservatives are in the UK that fucking
So what you're saying is thin the herd, basically.
thin the herd.
Just a big,
Reg, go get the shotgun. Let's
Well,
go.
there's a lot to be said for it. I don't know if it was
Thin the herd, and
Utopia.
if you were to
ever
thin a
watch
herd-
Utopia? Yeah, brilliant.
you were to
So
thin a
sad
herd,
it got
Reg.
cancelled.
on the farm, what would you start with?
Oh, I mean, I go by colour initially.
Order.
No, if I had to thin the herd, not that there'd ever be a reason to just,
You wouldn't start with the Jeff Bezos cow, would you?
No,
I wouldn't start off with Arnie
in a week, wouldn't it? You know
it wouldn't be Arnie and Eddie Hall. I'd weigh them all, and then after I weighed them all, I'd look at their weight for age and be like, all right, I've got 2 cows here. One of them's 3 months old at 170 kilos, and one of them's 7 months old at 170 kilos. Well, guess what, Mr. 7-month-old? You haven't really been putting on your daily live weight gain like you should have. Bosh. Yeah.
Problem is, it's an age-old problem.
And then we get into eugenics, don't we? And this is a very dirty word since, them Germans in the 40s.
Are they a bit like Daft Punk?
Well,
So what we...
little bit.
Hitler wasn't that bad.
Eugenics was only a dirty word after the Nazis. I mean, there's a lot to be said.
They've ruined it
creating
for
the master
everyone.
race. Yeah.
Wankers.
Do you know that one of the members of ABBA was a product of the Nazi eugenics program?
Was it?
Well, blonde hair and blue eyes, weren't they?
Yeah, but also Scandinavian, mate.
Well, yeah, no, I know, but one of them was I don't know.
I bet it was a fit bird, wasn't it? It was a fucking fit bird, wasn't it?
I mean, he knew how to produce some mummies, old Führer.
Uncle Adolf.
What I really want to know is who's voting for who at the next election then?
Oh, do you know
bring it
what? I
home.
don't know.
Lord Buckethead.
I haven't been keeping up to date with it too much. But
I
had a
don't
quick
want to
look.
vote for Nige, but
Well,
something has got to change the status quo in this country.
problem
What
is-
might surprise you is I'm half tempted to vote for Labour
Really?
because Keir Starmer is quite a right-leaning.
He's a very
Labour.
Blairist Labour.
They've
isn't
gone
he?
back on like cutting university free tuition because that was just, we can't afford that at the moment.
No,
They've pushed back the fucking carbon neutral bullshit that's never going to fucking happen because
not as long as
I'm
I'm
not going to go
around.
into that. The Conservatives aren't getting back in.
No.
They've-
No, absolutely
no.
not.
Since I've left school, they've been in. I've done well for myself. I've got a job and I've worked hard. I've got a house. Like, I haven't really suffered to need the public services at all. So I'm quite fortunate that I haven't really needed any of that. So my life's fine at the moment. They've done all right, but they ain't getting in next time.
The thing for me is,
I think you've done all right because you've done all right, not because of the government that
No,
we've had.
no. I think you've just,
I
you've
suppose,
just
yeah,
worked.
nothing,
You've just,
none of their legislations have really ever affected me,
Oh,
other than
no.
the lack of potholes that maybe crack like 4 of my hours. Or they're underfunding of police that means that you can break into a van and get off scot-free, but they'll fucking fine you for going down the hill.
oh,
Yes.
don't.
But let's not circle back onto that.
Yeah, cheers, thanks. Again, if everybody sees the Milwaukee kit floating around, let's have a word. But yeah, no, that's a prime example. That's a prime example. I got my van, obviously when my van got done over, like, even with evidence being there, I said, there's fingerprints on it. Oh, well, that's, that could be put on by some. They're
They're not interested.
not interested. And their exact words were, well, you're insured. But I'm not fucking insured. Not be funny, the van's insured. And if it's company tools that they took, that'd be insured. Well, the company just buy more, but
Always remember, police are there to respond, not to react.
But the problem is, you try and find a company out there that does insurance. If anybody knows of any companies out there that do insurance on your personal kit inside of a company van, please fucking let me know, because I
I know
can't
that
fucking find it.
There used to be some, but they were insanely expensive, and they'd only do it up to a certain amount in certain places, and there were so many restrictions
Yeah,
on
You
it.
get like devaluation after the tool's certain years old and stuff. It
Yeah.
never works out right.
No,
But-
I don't know
But no
anyone
government.
that's...
But-
That's one of the only things that worries me. I haven't had my van done yet, luckily, touch wood.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm worried about. I don't like potholes. I don't like how the councils are run and decide to do all the roadworks at the same fucking time.
Oh, because it's comes to the end of the
Yeah,
financial
that's
year.
absolutely retarded.
Moron's kicking off.
Don't.
It's a fucking
5
joke at the moment.
Fucking months.
But they ain't gonna.
are
Whoever's
they
in
doing?
power isn't gonna change any of
All
that.
they've done is change the fucking traffic light layout. They're
It's no
useless
different.
cunts.
They've spent so much money, and it is no better.
Which one's
it's
this?
not. It's marginally worse, I would say, but only
Middle of Shepton, traffic lights horrendous. Wells they've had to postpone the fucking gas main works again because Strode College have fucking GCSEs or some bullshit. That was awful. Greenore, awful. The main road into my village has been shut for about 5 fucking years. Every single Friday, I take the fucking cones that they make as a slalom going past the retarded house,
Yeet.
chuck them in the hedge, and fucking make my way through. If you go through before about 8 o'clock, usually you get through, the blokes just turned up in their vans or in the yard getting the diggers out. Apart from when there's one cunt in jeans in a blue BMW 1 Series, who's obviously a fucking Bristol Water manager, who fucking parks on the other side of the road to completely block it on purpose that I had one time
that'd be
and didn't
about right.
fucking move like a cunt. And then
just sit
usually
there on
coming
horn.
back after work, they've usually gone home because they don't do full days to get the job done any quicker, do they?
No.
So usually I can get through it, but it's a fucking
Surely we
nightmare.
privatised it, so they should be working all day
Yeah.
long for the profit motive.
Some
and there's 6
cunt,
supervisors on.
some cunt yesterday fucking tried to take a caravan down there, realised he couldn't get over the little bit of fucking like slalom that had the metal plates over.
Yeah.
Unhitched his caravan. He had a robotic caravan.
Oh, yeah.
He was stood there with remote controls. It's like,
Oh,
well,
that's
no
so
wonder you
cool.
don't need to do a towing test now. If you can just unhitch it and
Yeah.
fucking turn it round like it's fucking...
Somebody just park it with like the
Robocop.
little. They have little wheels that come down onto the on little wheels that come down onto the wheels, and that's how.
Yeah, I had to sit there for 10 minutes watching him fucking
Yeah, but mate, you
manoeuvre
fucking
it around.
loved it, didn't you?
Well, I thought he was a fucking cunt. And he could have probably still got through, but
It's well,
I don't know where I was even going with any of this. But
voting. But fair show.
I might vote Labour. I might just cross them all out and put Doghouse for a joke because it doesn't really fucking matter. None of it's going to change my life.
Nobody's going to change
It's all
anything.
hypothetical.
They won't
Anything
do
I
what they
actually
say
care
they're
about.
going to do.
Oh, as
It's a
I've-
waste of
I've
fucking time.
been I've been a trade union supporter all my working life.
A Trotsky.
Up until last month, where I cancelled my trade union membership
Really?
because I have got to the point now where it's fucking ridiculous. It's just, you're backing a Labour Party that, they're going to get in. Keir Starmer, he says the right things, but the problem is they all say the right things.
I think
Also,
if
they're
anyone's
all
going to
full of
get in,
shit.
a slightly right-leaning Labour that's sort of maybe a bit more central, he might fix a few things. It'll probably
Probably not the
drag
Pals.
us into further debt, but
Well, that's what he's on about.
war.
Well,
at least he's not going to conscript all the fucking 18-year-olds.
Oh yeah, but the problem that's the other thing. That's the other thing.
Maybe-
I was wondering when we're going to get on
Maybe
that.
that's-
right.
maybe that's a
This
good
hasn't come
shout.
up yet.
No. Sorry,
Sorry.
I'm playing footsie with Spunkle. It's lovely. I've never felt so turned on in my life. You beautiful little creature. I got erect and completely lost my chain of thought there. Where does that fucking stop? Right. So
Yeah.
we're gonna come up. We're gonna conscript all the youngins. Right?
So all the 50-year-old skinheads, I don't know who I should vote for, UKIP or Conservatives. They go in Conservatives. They got all the pensioners on board because they came out today that they're going to fucking cut all their taxes and
Yeah.
rise pension in like,
So money
rate
that
with
they pay
inflation.
tax on about 20 times over is not being taxed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
So they're getting desperate because they're going after the pensioners and the people who want everyone to be in the army.
back in my day.
It's,
That's it,
but
but
like
They
you
just
said,
cut
when
cut
does
the
it
armed
stop?
forces massively,
yeah,
and
but
then
that's
they're
it.
like,
That was exactly what I was going to say. They have cut the armed forces down to the fucking wick.
and then they're like, what?
We have 7 soldiers left.
Because
if
we've
we-
been in peacetime for 80 years.
yeah, pretty much.
But now we're going to throw.
The only wars we've been in are ones that we shouldn't have fucking got involved with. So really,
Just
why
speaking
do
of
we
truth,
need to fund
Spunkle.
them?
But then, all right, fair enough. We turn around. We're going to put all the 18-year-olds in fucking into the military. Great. Where's the money for it?
Yeah.
Where are we going to get the money from? Because a minute ago you didn't have any money at all.
You've been paying them fuck all. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
but if it's mandatory,
Yeah, it wouldn't
you'll
be
pay
well
them
paid.
fucking.
Oh yeah,
nothing.
they'll get absolutely fucking dick all. But then, all right, flip that. My son gets called up. Right, here it's 18. My son's got autism. Do you think fucking the military's going to square it? No, it's going to fuck him up.
Surely he'd be exempt, wouldn't he, from the draft?
But the problem is, they haven't said any of this. They haven't said that, not be funny, if my fucking son went in and fucking done that, he'd probably end up fucking doing himself in. Because it'd just be all too fucking much for him. And it would fucking blow his head up. Like, it's
They
Rwanda.
just say things, don't they?
It's all fucking sound bites. It's all bollocks.
You're right, Marlon.
Like,
they
it's
literally
like-
just say things
Like, it's
Yeah.
to
like,
make you
it's-
go, yeah,
well, actually,
that's
yeah,
what we
I think
want.
you're right.
That's what we want. But it's like this Rwanda bill, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, Rwanda bill. All right, let's send them all to fucking Rwanda. Yep.
Well, there's a bit of space over there after since the 90s, isn't there?
When really, what everyone really wants is just an order to shoot to kill.
We want the purge.
Just want like just normal immigration, just normal.
Right, you're going to come over here, you're going to put put a couple of shifts in, you're qualified in
I couldn't give a
brain
fuck.
surgery. Come on in, Shag.
Yeah,
You're a bum dosser. No, you get back on a boat.
That's it. If you want to
Or
come
you
over
do it
here,
like Ali G did.
come over here and put fit, wait, back to Slovenia. You want to come over and put a shift in? I don't give a shit what bits of paper you got with your name on it. If you want to come here to work and you've got guaranteed work when you get here,
Come on in, Shag.
Yeah.
more the merrier.
Yeah.
More the merrier. But you know this.
But the problem is we're in a situation where we have got every sort of turn around and go, oh well, we can't do that because that's persecution. You can't do that because that's persecution. You can't do that because that's persecution. Be it fucking gender, sexuality, whatever, it's all persecution. If it was just literally like a lot of countries are, right? What can we benefit from you being here?
Yes.
What do you bring to the table? Now, obviously, you're going to get a certain amount of.
Well, there was all the talk before Brexit about having like an Australian attitude to immigration.
Yeah,
That
it
never
never
fucking
really
happened, did it?
happened, did it?
No.
But it should have been.
Yeah.
New Zealand do, and New Zealand are brilliant for it. You know,
Even America,
America.
obviously they've got their fair amount of legal immigration from Central America.
Yeah.
But they have
Because they have a land
huge-
border that's hard to patrol. We have a sea border that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, water
Few good
hard to get
snipers.
across other than land.
Or some sea mines.
sea boys.
This is it. If you want to go to America and emigrate over there, that's not easy. That's
No,
not. So if everyone thinks, oh, the land of opportunity, and it is for if you've got it in you.
You need to prove a shitload of stuff, and you need to come
Just
across
to-
with a certain amount of money.
Just to go on holiday over there, you know the score, Marlon.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You got a lot of stuff to fill in. Have you been a part of a terrorist organization? Does the Doghouse qualify? Let's go with no. Do you have a social media presence?
Absolutely not.
Does it actually ask that?
Yeah. There's me posting Marvin Hemart memes every other day.
But yeah, why can't we do that? Why? What is stopping us from fucking doing that? The problem is that
No one's got any fucking bollocks.
that's it. Too many screamy cunts that will turn around and go, "Oh, well, that's persecution. We do it like that." No, it's not.
We send you back on a dinghy, cunt.
Do you know what? Get rid of some of the white knights and the fucking Karens of the world.
Right, Reg has
I
gone
think we
first.
should send our own to Rwanda as well.
Yeah.
Send some more.
Back to colonial days, isn't it, son?
Go up north. Oh, you got no work up here. Right, we'll give you $3,000 and fuck off to Rwanda. Better try and get your teeth done over there for fucking $30,000, you cunt.
We've come full circle.
Coming on strong. Yeah. I was going to give you a whole political fucking up, but no, fair shout. Go for it. Do it. Fuck it. Yeah, as long as it's like North England, not like North Scotland. You know?
Do you know what? All I need
Scotland's going to be
all I need
segregated
is-
in a minute anyway.
Bring it on, cunt.
They've got all the
Simple
wind
man.
and nuclear stuff out there, like submarines. We need to keep them.
Yeah.
We ain't letting them go.
Certain people have green cards to come back down.
What, me?
Yeah, GILO can have one.
I think Wales has got much going on for us. They can fuck off.
Jesus.
There's no steel over there anymore, so
It's all 20 mile an hour is all.
Oh, God, yeah. I got
Have they
caught.
repealed that?
No, still going.
I thought they were
I had to go
repealing
to
it.
Llanwern the other day. Llanelli, sorry, which is like right off the end of it. And that is the dual carriageway all the way through there's 50. And you're sat there at fucking 50.
Oh, for emissions, isn't it?
Yeah. You're in the
No.
middle of fucking nowhere. There's nothing around you. There's trees
emissions,
everywhere.
I'm going to be going down in there in third.
Oh, mate, do it.
Coal the whole place, turn it into a nature park.
We could do Jurassic
Sorry,
Park.
Digger.
That's where we shall
Sorry,
start.
Digger.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work.
We're not doing dinosaurs.
Again.
We've done it once. It's a shit idea. The woolly mammoth is coming back. I've had a few people tell me.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
The
I'm
Russians are working on it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck them.
No, that always goes well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be like,
Play it.
it'll be like Game of Thrones and the White Walkers, won't it? They're walking them across instead now.
Across the Siberian tundra.
But yeah, so going back to the voting thing, I honestly, I want to say Labour, but
I just want someone that's
Why-
going to
why are you-
stand.
Like, you obviously are a Labour voter,
Yeah.
I guess. Is Keir too right wing for you? Or
no, I think there is no.
He's too soft.
He's too soft.
That's my
I think-
problem with him.
I think there's no.
If I want to see if I want a leftist,
we need
I want a hard leftist.
Don't we
not
need
a hard
someone
line leftist,
soft
but
in the middle who doesn't
No, just
Come
someone
out
to
with
take
a
their
ridiculous
fucking
budget.
stand
What we need-
and just be like, Joe, I'm going to fix the NHS. If all I need is somebody who's going to stand for election, who goes, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix it. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt like fuck for a minute or two, but we're going to get this done and we're going to
Rip the
sort this.
bandage off.
That's exactly what Trump did. And look where it got him. Into presidency for 4 years. Came out of nowhere. They thought Hillary had this in the bag. Trump didn't even have a celebration party planned for 2016 because they all thought he was going to lose. All the news outlets, all the pundits had it all in Hillary's camp. To the point where they were like, well, you know, Hillary's not doing as well as we thought here, but she's definitely still... Trump won because they forgot about the silent majority, and he was the man that turned around and said, make America great again. I am going to fix this country.
And touch that ass.
Grab me the pussy.
Rosie O'Donnell is just disgusting. Inside and out. She's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. But yeah, he was the guy that did that, and that's what got him into power. Why doesn't somebody stand up on a podium and go, I'm going to fucking fix it?
Because they're
You don't even have to have a plan.
empty.
You just say, I'm going to fix it and I'll vote for you. Just in that vain hope that you might, because the matey that's over there going, we're going to give...
The problem is,
free university.
the problem we got is we got no fucking options. We have got Richie Sunak, who is a dripping wet, weirdly formed human being.
tax dodging,
Tax
piece
dodge.
of shit.
That's it. His wife, when they started investigating his fucking wife for tax evasion, right? His first response wasn't like, great, we'll catch her, well, whatever. His first response was, who dropped her in? He wanted to know who dropped his missus in it. Not the fact that she'd done it. Who dropped his missus in it?
Well, I'd have the same reaction, probably.
And when they asked Trump the same thing, they were like, aren't you absolutely on the tax dodge? He was like, of course I am, of course. And I'm doing the same as all of Hillary's donors. They're all doing it. Close the loopholes and I'll stop. But you won't, will you? Because you're all in on the same game as me. You're all doing it.
At least he's honest about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, right, so you got... So, yeah, right, so we got Richie Sunak, who, to be fair, I didn't vote for him. I don't want him fucking there. None of
he's
us
done
did.
nothing.
Then you got... The problem is he's also of the same... Not quite as bad as, like, Liz Truss and fucking... You got to forget, Liz fucking Truss, her 48 days she was in?
Oh, God.
She did more damage to our economy than 14 years of fucking conservative rule.
Yeah.
In 48 days, she fucking destroyed our economy.
She was like, made all this great financial plan.
I'm going to send her an
didn't
invoice for how much
consult
extra
the
I paid in my
market.
house.
But yeah, that's and it's fucking heartbreaking that they just one fuck up like that fucked it for all of us. So I'm probably going to vote. Well, I won't. I'll vote. There's nobody fucking around here who does Labour, but you know what I mean.
Well, the election is going to be fought on immigration and economy.
Yeah, but the problem is it's gonna be it's the immigrants' fault. You got the likes of Farage and that fucking Cape Optimist cunt and all them lot.
Farage isn't standing or anything, is he? I think.
No, he's not. But
he's building his platform, is what he's doing.
Yeah, but he's just
He'll
fucking
never
idiot.
get in. He'll never do anything. It'll be between the two big parties, right or left. What we want is Liberal Democrats
You
to have someone
say
to come
that,
in. Like
But
what
this
you
is
want.
the whole reason that we left the EU, because Farage was making such a stink that he was pulling votes away from Conservatives. So they were like, oh, just give them what they want and then we can crush UKIP. And in a minute, they might be like, oh, right, let's let Reform have a crack. And oh, no!
But
we've had a two-party system for far too long in this country.
But
Lib Dem became a joke after what?
I'm gonna vote Doghouse.
2010.
yeah,
I was going to
Nick
say,
Clegg.
there ain't no party like a Dug-ass party, mate.
Don't vote
Fuck
for
you.
me.
If everyone can
for
send
me.
in pictures of their voting slips just before they post
I was
them,
going to say vaginas. I was like, yeah, do that.
with everything scribbled out and the doghouse written on there,
Yeah, I'm up for
start
that.
the movement.
And we will get fucking Clinton in the back of the head.
But again, you got, right. So we got Ed Davey from Lib Dems. Have you heard what their battle?
Are you in the
bus is
same like constituency?
Yeah, we're in the same position.
Yeah.
Who's right? It's not.
Yeah, Theresa Munt's had another swing on
Teresa
it.
Mont's going independent, so she.
Yeah. Oh, she's got my
She's
vote.
done-
Yeah, got my vote.
Yeah.
100%.
But what's that going to do for the greater picture? Absolutely fuck all, is it?
But
She-
you'll be surprised how many independents will now fucking appear.
Yeah,
in
but
Parliament.
she sits in her seat in fucking government. She ain't going to be able to have any power to fix the potholes or do anything, is she?
no,
She's independent.
But she can still fucking say something. And to be fair,
As long as she calls one of them a cunt, I'm happy.
Yeah, well, you got to think, right? We'll call it the last 20 years, right? We've had in this area, constituency, you were that David Heathcote fucking Amory who was fucking in for ages and never did fuck all. Conservative. He fucks off. We have Theresa Munt. She did do something. You know what I mean? Money was spent. There was things happening down here. She got outvoted by that fucking
James Heapy.
James,
fucking
fuck,
useless.
he's a useless cunt. I actually had a chat with him. He was on some fucking village fair in Rodney Stoke, and he was
he lost?
the fucking he was there with the obligatory fucking corduroy trousers and looking all like being a knob. And I asked him a few fucking questions. I sort of said, so I said, you've been here a couple of years now, and he was like, yes.
What have you fucking done?
And that was my exact question. I said, well, the roads are shit. The school's got no fucking money.
Half the street lights are out.
Yeah, I said,
You can't collect the bins on time.
well, that's it. You know, I rattled through a selection of things that were, you know, within our local area an issue. And it was, he had, and then he started trying to he was going on about, I used to be in the military. So I was like, yes, you were in the military. Phenomenal. You're in the military. Thank you for your fucking service. Getting all American on it. But you're a fucking useless fucking MP. Because literally, like, I have written letters, because obviously my kids had educational needs. I have written hundreds of emails to him. Letters, whatever. And for him to ask a question at Somerset County Council, prod fucking the head of the local educational authority. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It eventually, as it turned out, a mate of mine was head of Somerset County Council, local John Osmond. He was also head of Mendip District Council, your favourite, for a while. But he went up, and John, he's conservative, but I used a connection. I used a mate to get an answer, get some help. But if I hadn't had that option, and I was literally relying on the system and this fucking Heapley fucking prick, he would have gone nowhere. He didn't even respond to my emails. You know, he didn't even respond to letters. I sent fucking, like, recorded delivery letters. Nothing. Absolutely fuck all.
You're not the only one that has
meant
been
to represent us.
Well, they're not. They're in their eyes. Right, prime example, going back to the NHS, right? They had a pay freeze at 1%, right, on nurses, doctors, and stuff like that. At the same time, the MPs gave themselves an 8% pay rise.
It's unbelievable.
Jobs for the fucking boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, we didn't vote for it. Yeah, you fucking did. You all fucking voted for it.
Yeah, of
because
course
you
they
had
did.
to have done. And I tell you what, the biggest issue we've got in this country as well, within our parliamentary system, is when they vote for things, because they still use the 1600 fucking model for voting, instead of like a lot of modern parliaments have an anonymous voting system, you have two buttons, A or B, right, or whatever. So A is that, B is that. You vote for it. You push a button, happy days, away it goes, right? And then it gets collated on a computer. Not the fucking British Parliament, not the English Parliament. No. We march into a room, right, where all the fucking party whips are sitting there fucking looking out on who's standing
who's
where.
doing what.
Who's doing what.
That's the thing.
No,
This
if they
whole,
made
this
it
whole
fucking
party whip thing is just madness.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
If you want to
doesn't
be a part
benefit
of our
anybody.
club, it means you have to vote with us.
Yeah.
Even if you have complete moral, not obligation. What's the other word? Moral stance against
Any morals.
Yeah, a moral stance
Objections.
against objections. Sorry.
Objections, thank
a
you.
moral objection to what's being voted for, but you're part of the Conservative Party, so you must vote this way, and that's what a whip is to whip in the votes to where you want them to be, and if you go against the whip, then you can get chucked out of the party. There goes your funding. There goes your
That's it. You lose your job, and it's just
archaic.
it is archaic. It is. And it's just protecting the top fucking 1% every fucking time. You know what I mean?
That's what it's always fucking.
I
been.
know, and it's fucking wrong. And we just need. And you can see why fucking, old Cromwell and that lot had a fucking, like parliamentarians all kicking off. Fucking kill a lot of them, start again. You know what I mean?
Just drain the swamp. Drain the swamp.
That's it. But the problem is as well, you got professional MPs. And this is the issue you got.
Lifetime politicians.
Yeah, lifetime politicians.
You know what MP stands for, don't you?
What's that?
Massive prick.
Yeah. But you got what's his name? Fucking Jacob Rees-Mogg,
Yeah.
right? I think it should be made that MPs cannot have a fucking sideline because he was part of
some form of investment group.
investment group, and then he was also handing out.
You can't. It's
I think you need
conflicting
to-
interests. I mean, even
It's a conflict
in
of
America,
interest,
they
massive.
don't have it.
No,
I mean, they obviously Nancy Pelosi's husband, who makes incredible, strangely amazing stock picks just at the right time before legislation's passed. But they can't have that in America. You can't be invested in.
no.
If you do, it's got to be a blind trust.
Yeah.
So there's somebody else asset managing for you, and you can't have anything to do with it or know where it is or what it's doing. So you can't vote, in your own favor. But it seems to be over here. No one gives a fuck.
I think
Again,
you
old
need
boy
to do
system.
like a compulsory, maybe 5 to 10 years in a real fucking job, and understand how the real
And there
world
are
works.
there are a lot of MPs that have done that. The problem is they're not in cabinet, and they're not making the real decisions.
No.
They're just being told which way to vote, and
Well, it's like I saw Jacob Rees-Mogg in fucking Norton, right?
in the Victorian era.
in the Victorian era. He had a large sun hat. You know what I mean?
He has a very well-fitted kitchen.
So
I wonder why you got quiet. But he went when he first started polling for being MP. He went with his fucking nanny. What the
nanny?
fuck?
Nanny.
What the fuck is he? What the fuck does he know about my life, your life, or any fucker else?
I suppose if
Fucking
you're
nothing.
if you're Catholic and you can't use contraception and you got a whole fucking herd of children, you're going to need a nanny, aren't you?
Yeah, but the problem is, have you seen his fucking
He
kids?
couldn't pull out of a fucking driveway to cunt.
But he was there with his kids, and they all dress like him.
His oldest one is basically a splitting image, I think.
Yeah.
It's
That's
fucking
terrifying.
weird. It is fucking odd, and it's just again, what does he know about my life? What does he know
Nothing.
about
The
your
real
life?
world.
So far,
Absolutely nothing.
So far detached from what really goes on.
But he's the one
I bet that
making the
cunt
decision.
don't get a kebab delivered.
Oh, we
I don't think anyone delivers to East Archery.
I might go and slam it down the castle of comfort.
But it's just another one. It's just another detached fucking MP that doesn't actually give a fuck, and he's only here to earn the money, and then obviously sway, power,
Yeah,
influence.
in their favour.
Which then benefits.
Look at
his business.
all of the ex prime ministers. Do you know that Margaret Thatcher went on to be a spokesperson for Philip Morris?
Yep.
Philip Morris are one of the largest tobacco manufacturers in the world. Imagine. I know, and Nick Clegg is like not CEO, but he's like head of like Meta in the UK now for like Facebook.
What did old pig fucker go on to?
He went on to an investment firm for a while, didn't he?
Yeah,
Something?
and then he became a professional lobbyist.
Yeah, exactly. Going to lobby for laws. Yeah, it's insane. They all go on to, and then they get these speaking engagements where they're paid £250,000 to go stand at a dinner and talk about something. Because I used to run a country once, I reckon I know some stuff. No, you just committed massive war crimes in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Theresa May is actually now a brickie.
Oh,
I got my little tree with a hole on the back. You know what I mean? Go on up, way. Bird walks past. Woo! You know what I mean? But yeah, because David Cameron was basically the only reason why he got in is because Murdoch decided he wanted him in because he worked for.
Was he a journalist before?
Yeah,
He was.
Yeah, he was trying to. He was he worked on Spectator, same as Boris Johnson. And he was pretty fucking useless at that, so they reckon. But because he had the connections and
It's almost like those who control the media control. Anyway, enough of that.
I'll tell you, you get rid of fucking Rupert Murdoch, mate. That's half your fucking trouble there.
Yeah, well, those who control the media are the ones that can control what we not ingest. What's the word? We consume every day.
His daughter has a very well-fitted DJ booth. So these people end up paying me a lot of money. So carry on.
That's the trickle down economy.
Yeah, trickle down economy. It works.
It's trust.
Oh, shut up! Fucking Ronald Reagan's still in hell, waiting for heaven to trickle down.
But that's another one. Trickle-down economy. The Conservatives seem to get a right hard on about it, and it's never fucking worked.
Well, it does.
When?
It does work for
Well,
me.
for you, yeah. What about the fucking rest of us, you cunt?
Fucking the oligarch in fucking London who
Doesn't
didn't pay
trickle
any
down-
tax
doesn't
trickled down to me.
Doesn't trickle down any further from you though, does it? 'Cause you fit your own bloody fuse board, you shit.
So
Electricians are not getting a look in. They get to sign it off for 30 quid and that's it.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. All right.
Just
Apart from Dave, yeah, the rest of us are just getting fucking fingered, mate.
Yeah, this
You know
wasn't
what I
going to be a political, we're going to fix everything. This is just us cussing. It was,
Yeah.
it was always,
yeah.
it was always
We-
framed as a rant.
I also want to apologise to everyone. I've stopped it for so long. There's only so many times I could say no.
You can only hold the flood back so much,
You
can't
just got to say no.
Right. We're going to...
Yeah, I do apologise.
knock this in the head.
To be fair, we didn't get the full political rant that we were hoping to do, but we
I don't know if we've really got anywhere
think we-
either.
no.
No, we're never going to get anywhere. It's just a rant.
Never gonna shit.
No,
Society's
So
broken.
we haven't fixed the country.
No, we're not.
Oh,
We weren't intending on fixing it. We were just going to cuss about it.
Have we even
So-
got any like hard do's and don'ts to fix the country? We've got to leave them with something.
Marlon, what's your first one? What's your way to fix it? Go on.
Right.
say it.
I
Say
think
it.
we need to disband the government and start again.
Disband the government. Nice. Yeah. Don't mention the C word, otherwise we'll get done.
Cull the government.
No, I was going
And start again.
Okay, that's even worse. I thought I was going to say coup, but you know. I thought you were going to go with keep them out, but all right, well done. That's growth, Marlon. That's growth.
I think we need a hard factory reset, and
Yeah, start again from the
but
beginning.
I really don't think without a hard factory reset, I don't think there's any fixing it.
Yeah,
the
shift,
foreseeable future.
Control, delete all the way, isn't it, really?
You need
So-
someone to come in, fresh eyes, and go, oh, fuck me. Jesus. No,
you
I
just
quit.
need
At
someone.
least for the next 10 years, and go, oh, fucking Labour.
And that's what it's going to be. And we're going to be sat here in fucking how many years' time bitching about Labour.
They'll do.
One thing I did want to say, anyone who lives in London and voted for Sadiq Khan to get back in, you're a fucking cunt and part of the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking you, Les, and fucking Paper Mile.
Right. Should we we'll call it a day?
Yep.
Thanks everyone. I would say really thank you for listening, because if you've made it this far, you know, you've done well.
You've done well.
You've done well. You deserve a little pat on the back. Do you know what we deserve? Patreon subscription. Join up, you tight cunts.
Ignore him.
Right. Thank you everyone for listening. I've been Reg,
I've been Marlon.
I've been Dave.
And I've been GILO.
and that's the end.
Oh.
Oh.
Until next week. Hey!